Yeah, you'll go to the Smash page.
What's
and then
up, guys? We are live once again on Far Down the Rabbit Hole. I got confused with my podcast. Far Down the Rabbit Hole, episode 4. Today is different. We got two very special guests. We have stand-up comedian Jessica Collazo. What's up, Jessica?
Hey, what's up?
And
Thanks for having me.
And then we got the internet sensation, the New York Knicks fan, Tom Lunzio 107. What's up, Tom?
Why'd you have to take that shot at him for the Knicks jersey?
I'm trying out.
What's going on? So, Jessica, what's up? Tell us about yourself. Before we say anything, her name is Jessica Collazo. She's Puerto Rican, and we're not related. We both have the same last name. There's no relation there. Isn't that crazy?
No relation whatsoever. I don't know. I've been doing comedy. Actually, it's going to be 11 years. And it's been wild. I love it. It's been a little crazy with the COVID, not much going on, but I'm supposed to be in Indiana next week. We're going to see what happens. And, I'm just looking forward to the world reopening.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. It must be hard. There's no shows right now, little by little. I know like Texas is doing shows and whatnot. So it must be crazy, for being a professional stand-up comic to not be able to do what you love for the past 3 months,
Yeah, but it's also like a nice break because I was on the road a lot and it was like a lot of driving, a lot of traveling. So it actually is nice to be home for a while.
That's good. How about you, Tom? What have you been up to in this whole quarantine situation?
Going through it, just missing what I love doing for the most part. Martial arts, getting in the gym. It's not there no more. So you got to compromise, make up new ways to, tame your insanity.
Bro, it's crazy. No choking people for like 3 months.
This podcast came to be. Right, Will? That's how this podcast came to be. This is our therapy.
It's like
and hopefully our future. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the only positive thing. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us on the stream. We got a bunch of viewers coming in right now.
Oh, that's right.
So Jose has some. What's up, Jose? What do you got for us? What do you got to mess with us this week?
Well, before we start, if you guys want to take the time out to tag your personal page, you guys can do that now. Before we start, before I steal your attention. Did you guys do it already?
Do that?
All right, so I got you. So if your phone's nearby, go on to MMA Smash Podcast. This is a good plug-in moment too. Go to Facebook MMA Smash Podcast, and then you should see it as the last. Yeah, you hit the share, and then.
But wait, am I gonna is it gonna kick me off though?
All right, if you're gonna do it from, are you using your phone or your computer right now?
Hang on,
I'll share to check it. Okay, yeah.
I'll share on her page.
Because I know you could go to another tab. What's up, Tom?
What about the check you mentioned?
The check? I'm lost. Fill me in.
The stimulus check?
The dollar amount. You said, come on, and something about a check.
I don't know, man. But
get me that money.
Fall down the rabbit hole, and I'm already confused. It's a little early for that. I normally don't get confused till around the 30 minute mark, but I'm kind of lost. I also was drinking a few beers before we started this.
Sorry, I'll send you the bank account information again.
All right, so the first thing I want to know is how weird you guys are, because this is Far Down the Rabbit. So do y'all at least think that maybe ghosts and aliens might be real and things of the sort?
Yeah, of course, man.
I know you do, Will. It's your show. I was asking our guests. We lost one of them.
Tom, she's still come back.
She's been abducted. Okay.
Tom, what do you think's more real, ghosts or aliens?
Aliens, for sure.
Right. But how come?
Yo, but that was a trick question. How did you lead with that, Will? You said, what is more real? That's not fair. I feel like that's not a fair question.
What has a better chance of being real?
Jessica's back.
You see, that's another not fair question, Tom. All right. I opened the question. This is the question. Do you guys believe in things against the mainstream? So in other words, ghosts, the possibility of ghosts, aliens, other worlds, whatever your imagination can transpire. You guys open-minded like that?
Yeah, man. It's a crazy world out there.
I believe in 2020, anything is possible.
That's true. I think in 2020, eventually we'll probably experience everything that you can think of, So it's its own.
Seen aliens already.
It's its own Twilight Zone. We're living the Twilight Zone.
What do you mean? What do you mean we've seen aliens already?
In 2020. Those videos with the
the UFOs?
UFOs? Mm-hmm.
That shit was so stupid. You know why? Because they've been had videos from NASA to air dispatchers to air pilots It was just, I don't know. I found it really suspicious and awkward that the government in 2020 was like, "Hey guys, we got this
was
awesome
very
video.
awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this awesome video, aliens." Even though we've been had weird videos, that I can't explain. So it was awkward.
Jessica, let me ask
It's
you:
suspicious.
have you ever had any experience with like the supernatural ghosts?
I don't think so.
No, right? Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think
Would you
I'm
be
that
really
lucky.
scared if it happened? Like, how would you think you react if
She's
you
not
saw
the
a
scared
ghost right now?
type.
Because
She's
everybody
not the scared
reacts
type.
different. So I'm curious. How do you think you would react if a ghost just ran up on you like boo or some shit?
Oh, hell yeah, I'd be scared.
Not even scared, but how would you react? Would you run? I was with a person that thinks he saw a ghost and he literally urinated on himself. I'm not saying you go as far as urinating yourself, but like, would you get frightened? I thought I saw a ghost one day and I stuttered horribly and my knees shook from the nervousness.
Oh my God.
Do you think you got nervous still? Would you try to fight the ghost?
I might, it's like a fight or flight thing. I guess
You're
I
gonna
would
lose.
just have to see.
You can't
Yeah,
fight a
oh,
ghost.
definitely. No, you can't.
Your punches are gonna go right through him and shit.
Maybe
I
it's a
know.
maybe
What
it's a
about you,
friendly
Tom?
ghost like Casper.
Tom,
Maybe she'll embrace
what
the
would
ghost.
you rather
Yeah,
run
maybe it's
into?
friendly.
Why is it gonna be evil,
That's a
Jose?
good point, Will. I can't be judgmental, Will, because I'm sure there's good ghosts and there's bad ghosts. But Tom, what would you what would you rather run down? What would you rather run down? What would you rather run into in a dark alley? A ghost or an alien?
Probably an alien. I mean, what?
And you're cornered. So it's the worst possible scenario.
Alien.
An alien?
Yeah.
Why? Because you think you can fight the alien? Why do people? You know what? Nah, yeah, aliens.
You know the aliens.
If it's
aliens gonna try and go for your booty and probe you. So
That's a good point. And they probably got like some serious firepower. So you know what I mean? But they look really weak. Like if they look like how people say they are, I'll fuck one of those things up. You know what I mean? But if they got laser rays, I'm done. I'm toast.
So
Turn
Jessica,
me into a marshmallow.
being a stand-up comic, what was the weirdest thing that happened on the road, or what was the weirdest shit that you seen, or in a comedy room or something?
So we were at this place in Virginia, and my fiance Kevin was on stage at the time, and it's like a weird place. It's a meadery. They sell mead there, like honey wine type stuff. And behind him is just like this big.
It already
open...
sounds haunted.
I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But that's not what happened. Behind it was just like this big open window thing. And this guy was just running down the street wearing nothing but his underwear. Like he had no shoes on. He was just running. And then he came back and I was outside and one of the other comics was like, "Hey man." And he goes, "Hey, how are you?" It just keeps running.
I don't mean to scare you, cousin, but that's called.
As a New Yorker, that's happened to me so many times. I don't know if we ran into the same person. I don't know. What about you, Tom?
Yeah.
I know Will's seen some shit. We'll cause it sometimes like, oh my God, I got a podcast. I had a rough one.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
the weird part is that he was so friendly. Like,
it's crazy working in
Sometimes
Manhattan.
the scariest people are the friendly ones. Not every dangerous person is like obviously dangerous, you know.
You know what becomes common, like working in Manhattan in the city, people like jerking off and like having sex in public. You just get used to that.
That's next
so
level.
many times, and you're like, "Sir, stop touching yourself right now."
Hear me. Has anyone seen the Dave Chappelle stand up where he talks about a man who enters a bus with his appendage out?
Mm-hmm.
And he's
his appendage.
I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be polite. So he's holding his appendage and he's aiming it like a gun.
What?
And the crowd, it's a great stand-up. He's talking about it. I forget if he said he witnessed it or if it's a story he's telling.
He was on the bus.
Oh, you seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yo, and the guy was doing that and he finished. So it came out like bullets. And people were like, like they got shot.
What?
And I would get scared because it's so nasty, and then you don't know what stuff you could catch on top of that. That would frighten. I think that would scare me more than ghosts. You know what I'm saying? That
I think so too.
Yeah.
There was,
I'm sorry, again.
There was this one homeless guy that was his routine every night. He would sleep in like an ATM teller place.
Jesus, you got to do a routine.
And every time I walked by, he would be in there just beating his meat like a savage at like 5 a.m.
Like a savage.
But you don't bother him. He would just be sitting there with his hands down, waiting for people to come in and stuff. And
So,
Oh my
so it sounds
God.
like you had to deal with this man often. Did you know him?
Nah,
by
I didn't
first
mess with him. He was in there. That's I just left him alone.
You sound like an
and
interesting
stuff.
person. You didn't at least ask him his name. Then, if his name is Bob, I was like, oh, it's just Bob.
I think he was in the
He
military.
needs 5 more minutes.
He
He'll be
got
homeless.
he got all messed up and stuff. Because they're
Yeah.
real respectful when you go up to them and stuff. They just need to beat them.
You know what's
The
crazy?
masturbators are really respectful. Is that what like all the people that masturbate on your job, they're just, I guess. Don't shake
Oh,
their hand. Though.
hello,
You don't shake their hand, right?
You know
You
what's
don't
crazy
shake their
about
hand,
that
right?
story?
What are you gonna say?
What
Tom?
was that?
This masturbating story you're telling?
It made you think of one?
Yeah.
Right? He was like, yo, I know this one time.
It's funny
I'm
you
sorry,
say
go
that
ahead.
at the other job. Same thing,
Oh,
right?
that's right. Because where you work at, right?
Well, yeah.
That would make
We work
sense.
with
Yeah.
work
Because
And they had
Yeah.
instances there all the time where, you know what I mean? In the middle of the night, everybody's
Oh my God, yo! So we
that's
used to
funny
be
because Tom got to sit there and listen to that shit and pretend he
No, I
don't
never
hear it.
Oh
You gotta, like,
no,
tune
where
it
do you
out.
work?
I worked there with you one night. All right, so me and Tom used to work for the same security
Fancy.
company, and there was this high paying position. If you guys don't know this, the child
Yo,
molester.
she's sitting there like, I'm glad I don't have
This
their
is so
job.
sad.
This is fucking
Child
crazy.
No, stop it.
Child molesters, pedophiles have to be signed in by the state by 10 a.m. I believe. They can't be out in the wild past 10 a.m. This is true. This is
How
all
did we
facts.
even get to this point? I'm mad confused.
And
Already.
they pay mad money, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it. It's overnight and stuff."
Okay.
And so I go to work there and stuff. Yo, when you go in there, there's bed bugs crawling. It's like a trailer in the Hamptons in the middle of nowhere.
Can't do it, man.
What?
And this big dude that he was like cross-eyed, he came in and he had a girlfriend.
I pictured
And there was another big black dude with
you said cross-eyed?
But it was
I pictured Debo, like legit Debo. He's
this is before
cross-eyed.
transgender. This is before transgender blew up. Before
Okay.
what's his name? Caitlyn Jenner blew up.
Okay.
So it was a big black dude. Well, it was a wig and he was transgender or whatever, like 6'6", 400 pounds and stuff. And they were a couple and stuff. So they would go to the bed, and then an officer said, "Whatever you do, don't let them sleep together in the same room." I'm like, "Listen, you punk ass security guard. I'm not gonna get my ass whooped by these two big dudes. Let them sleep wherever."
Well,
So it's like 4 a.m. All of a sudden, I hear that Adam Sandler song. Not Adam Sandler. Adam Levine song.
Yeah, I picture one of Adam Sandler's dumb songs. It's different from Adam
A
Levine.
turkey for you.
That's
What
a
is
whole nother
that
Adam.
song? It was something radio. It was like the radio. It was a really huge song.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And there was this,
Oh yeah. I know which one you're talking
that
Don't
about.
song-
nobody sing it. Copyright issues.
and that song
Don't-
is forever destroyed because you just hear them getting it on back there. And
No,
it was
wait, was
just
it
crazy.
payphone?
Holy shit.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Was it the payphone song?
It might have been the payphone song.
I'm on a payphone.
Yeah, I think so. And they were just getting it on. The whole thing was shaking, and it was
That's so
crazy.
romantic.
How many songs did it last? Was it
Huh?
one song?
It was just
how many
one
songs
song,
did it
but I
last?
blocked it out. And then
But
I
that
woke
was
up,
that was like one of the one song. It was just like
And-
it was intense.
and I,
But like, why were they not allowed to sleep together? I don't understand.
because they were gonna get it on. And
So?
they
Because
were
no one
supposed-
want to hear it. Will
they
got to
weren't
work. Will wants to just go home.
They weren't supposed to. So I remember I fell asleep, man. You're
Yeah.
working over there, and the sheriff came in because it was like on the sheriff's property.
Oh man.
And he's like, "Hey, man, you might want to wake up, or you're gonna wake up with a dick in your mouth."
Oh my god.
So I was like, "Damn, I'm never falling asleep there again." But
Oh
yo,
Jesus.
and then one guy, my
That's
first night
pretty
there, he's
scary.
like, "Don't worry, buddy. We're all nice guys here. You don't got to be scared." And then I looked up all their horrible crimes while they were sleeping. It was terrible. I can't believe I did that.
Yeah. Yeah, why would you get
That just
yourself
made it
more flat?
worse.
I was
Yeah, I
desperate
guess
for
he
money,
was trying
man.
to be prepared. You know what? I respect it. I respect it, Will. He's trying to be prepared.
I needed
Because
that money.
I gotta know who's the most dangerous. But Will, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of my experience with something similar to that. Do you remember the set of Bloody Nun 2? What you got
Yeah.
me into?
Hey, first of all, Jessica was the original Bloody Nun. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh shit, right? Oh, that's
That's
cool.
true,
Cool.
I
Did you hear
was.
me?
Nice.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to
My biggest
get
movie
on.
ever, my cousin.
Nice. I was fortunate enough to get on Bloody Nun 2. And in Bloody Nun 2, first of all, Will didn't even like prep me for none of this shit. Will's like, yo,
No.
I got this like this part with like 2 lines. I'm like, all right, cool. So I show up and he's like, yo, matter of fact, you like the whole movie now. And I'm like, oh shit. All right. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it, because I just like that. Let's do it. So
He did
we
the
do
same
it.
shit to me, and he's like, "You're the star," and I'm like, "Well, what?"
Yeah, he did. He did that to me. He convinced me. He flattered. He got me with flattery. You know how it is. But anyway, it was fun. It was worth it. But what I'm getting to is that at the end of the film, can I give a spoiler without?
Yeah,
giving
go
a
ahead.
spoiler?
It's coming
All
out
right,
next
so
month.
at the end of the film, He's a director. I'm allowed. I just act the director, guys. So I'm allowed. But so at the end of the scene, I get the surprise and I stumble upon this demon, right? But this demon is played by a 6'5" man. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but
He's Diesel. He's Diesel.
He felt 6'5" at the time.
Yeah.
He's practically butt naked. He's in a thong. He's
Really?
wearing women's lingerie. The makeup was crazy because he looked like a real demon. I genuinely had a blast filming that scene because I was terrified. So I don't know, something about being terrified and acting just made it fun. I felt like I went to a theme park or some shit. But yo, that was scary. Seeing that image of that dude
and coming at you trying to choke you.
Yeah, he was crawling on the floor. There's a funny moment that no one will know unless we tell it now. So now people will know. But so when we was doing the scene, he's like, all right, we're gonna do this action scene and choreograph it.
Fight choreography.
Choreograph it.
Yeah.
So now I gotta be a choreographer. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. So the dude is like, all right, listen, I'm a big guy. This and that. I'm like, yeah, cool, but listen, jump on my back. He's like, yo, but I'm a big guy. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's gonna look crazy. You jump on my back, I'll run, I'll spin around, I'll smash you against the wall. So I kind of planned that with him, but that's not what happened. What happened was he completely did something completely different.
You jumped down the rabbit hole.
He did, bro. Yo, you know what he did, Tom? Yo, Tom, if he was in this situation, you would have been so proud of me because from what I hear, they said I looked like Floyd Mayweather. And that was a fucking compliment. I was gassed for at least a week about that. But Will told me that so the plan was I thought in my head he's gonna jump off of the bed and jump on my back, and then I'll hold him a little bit and we'll do the fake fight scene. Instead, he jumps off of the bed and runs at me on all fours, screaming, I'm gonna suck your can I say the C word? And he had these fangs that I didn't even notice before.
Oh my God.
When I was acting, I said, okay, listen, you know, it's your first time on the job. You're a star. Will said you're a star, so you gotta be a star. So I'm like, I'm gonna play this shit real. And if a real demon was trying to suck my cock, I'm gonna do everything I can to avoid it. So now he's crawling at me. So now I guess he decided he's gonna do the part of the plan where he jumps on me. But because he crawled on the floor, I already thought the plan was over. He jumps. I move. It's instinct. He just takes out 2 cameramen. Will, next thing I know, they're on the fucking bed. Everyone's injured, and I just like, and everyone just got up like, what the fuck was that? Like, holy shit, how'd you do that?
But in that moment, you weren't acting; you were like really living it because the way you moved out of the way.
Exactly, yeah. I can't wait to see that footage because the way it was described to me, it seemed pretty nifty, bro. I want to see it.
I gotta say, like the Bloody Nun, the original Bloody Nun. I never told anybody this story. So Jessica, our makeup artist, unfortunately, he couldn't make it. He canceled last minute. So the girl Angie, she did a nice enough job, but it wasn't the best makeup. It was amateur, you know. But so after the shoot, it was like 3 o'clock or whatever, 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody went home. Jessica left earlier, so I'm like in this Airbnb house. I rented a nice cabin, and nobody wants to stay. We were messing with a Ouija board and stuff, and everybody.
I'm glad I wasn't here for that.
Everybody's like, nah, we're good. We gotta go. We're going home. We don't want to stay here and stuff. So I'm sleeping in that house by myself. Dude, and I just kept imagining her face dressed as a nun. It was the worst sleep I ever got. I was just so scared, man.
Part 1? You're saying the story, Will, was part 1?
Part 1.
Oh, okay.
Evan White says hi, Jessica.
Hi, Evan. That's hilarious, man. Oh, creepy.
Virginia ghosts.
Fly Dreamer said Virginia ghosts are crazy. Virginia, I guess when you're talking about Virginia.
I know Tom personally, and Tom tells me one of the things he tells me he has this thing he likes to travel to different cities and experience all the cities. Have you ever been to a city with like a famous haunting? You ever did some shit like that?
Nah, I did think about it.
You were next because you traveled the city. I was gonna she's good. She already knew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it my turn or
hang
no?
on before you answer that question, Jessica? Evan White says he's your biggest fan. What do you want to say to your biggest fan, Jessica?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Evan, shut the fuck up.
She don't believe it.
It might be true. I don't know. But wait, Tom, who's answering the question?
Oh, all right. So we'll do Tom first, and then we'll do you. You know what I mean? So Tom, have you ever heard of any ghost spots in the cities, visited, or seen one yourself?
Not traveling. I mean, those days will be over. I probably wouldn't go looking for something like that. That probably would.
So that's what you're scared of? So you just admitted you're scared.
I'm scared.
You
All right,
lost
so
mad
Tom,
street
if
cred.
you work,
I'm
let's say
telling
you
all the homies,
Tom,
he's scared.
Tom, let's say you're working in a building and you hear some haunted shit up in the attic. Are you gonna A, exit the door, or B, go up in the attic and check?
Well, hold on. What do you mean? Like
If you hear like a little ghost laughing, like, ah,
I'm not
Oh,
checking that out.
God.
Tom, if
I'm
you,
not going to check that out. Is there a kid around? If there's no kid around, I'm not checking that out.
yeah,
yo,
scary kids are
Tom,
the worst.
what's good, boy?
What's
what's
up,
good?
brother?
What up? What up? Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
checking out laughs and crazy things like that. No way.
Before Jessica answers the question, I want to ask you a question because I just thought about that and I seen this video one day, right? So imagine you're a cop and you go somewhere and you have to check out a scene, but when you get to the scene, it sounds like women are being murdered, but there's nobody there. Nobody. Would you still go check it out, or would you be like, yeah,
I've done that for fun. Like I've gone through dark buildings with my flashlight for fun, bro. So I do that shit because I pretend I'm like I'm Resident Evil in the video game with my gun and flashlight.
Ah, Jesus, you're crazy.
You did that shit for fun. You were like, damn, tonight was a boring night. So I'm gonna run
test myself.
alleys.
Just to test myself.
I respect it. I respect it.
Are you just chilling in the alleyway like Spawn?
Yeah, I'm just going, man.
Because when you have that flashlight, man, it illuminates that whole path for the room so you could see, so you just feel confident. I don't know. It is scary though, because you're like, oh shit.
It's also a fucking weapon, that flashlight. So yeah.
That's true.
You got a light and a battery ram.
Yeah, but it's little. It's like this big. The flashlight.
Oh, you're talking about
no pun intended. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
We don't carry those big security.
Don't let the size. It doesn't matter, Will. All right. So Jessica, you travel around, right? You mentioned traveling on your shows. So literally, you've never experienced. You never saw ghosts, but have you ever thought you might have seen a ghost?
Okay, so this is gonna sound weird, but when
I got it.
The truth is coming out.
Oh wait, it's disappointing though. So when I was in Ohio, somebody was like, "Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer's house is here. It's like 10 minutes away from here." And I was like, "No shit." And he's like, "Yeah, it's for sale." So I go on Zillow.
You want to buy it?
And I messaged the real estate agent. I was like, "This is such a beautiful house and the school district seems great. I would really love to come by and view it." And she answered, she's like, "Oh, sorry, somebody just bought it." I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, pretending you were interested, right? Like who the fuck in their right mind want that house? Where didn't he meet people?
Some other creep like me.
Oh, he was interested. He was like, "Yo, that shit sounds great."
Jeffrey Dahmer was one of the worst serial killers.
Okay, no doubt.
No, he was horrible.
Yeah, but I get it. You know, it's just like I get it. You know what I mean? I get it.
He particularly loved to eat the ass, like the buttocks, for some reason.
I mean,
it's a useless fact.
Ain't nothing wrong with eating ass. I'm saying.
In fact, I found out bears prefer it. Here's a Natural Geographic fact. Bears, a buddy told me this. It's like a walking stable.
They eat your butt. They eat you live butt first.
Butt up.
Yeah.
Wait, like actual bears?
Like a bear,
yes,
like actual bears. When they eat their prey, they eat from the ass, I guess, to rest. But which direction do you go? Because the ass from there goes both directions. You go up. You go down,
well, I guess you go up.
You crumple it.
It's got to be like, it's got to taste like pork belly. You know, like the
like
fattiest part.
They eat your ass alive.
She's thinking about what it tastes like.
But it's like the fattiest part of a pig is this, like the belly, like where the fat is, and that's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted in my life. So it's got to taste something like that.
Have you ever seen the movie Alive, guys, with the soccer team when they crashed in like Alaska or something?
I have. It was horrible.
All right, so let's start. Tom, if you were in a situation like that, if your MMA team and your fighting team were, God forbid, were flying on a small plane in a crash and there was only a couple survivors and the pilot was dead and some other people you didn't know was dead and you were starving, would you eat that? Ass, bro? Would you have to chop off meat? Would you do that? Or
Tom,
what are you gonna do?
Somebody's ass on the weekend. I don't even need to ask anymore. Let's just be honest. It's 2020. Tom, you don't have to answer.
Now with coronavirus out, man, you can't be.
First of all, it wasn't on the weekend.
You see, it was a weekday. I'm sorry. I should have got that
shit
wrong,
was Monday.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know. That's like one of those situations you got to be in the situation. I'll say no.
Yeah.
Shit, if I'm hungry,
I would say no too, but if I'm hungry,
Yeah,
boy gotta eat, man.
Now,
like damn,
see, now I don't trust you. Now I don't trust you
I
because
would
I'm
do
fatter
it
than you.
even if
So
I
you're gonna
wasn't
look at me
hungry.
like,
I would do it.
You would do it just
oh,
to
see,
try it.
she's just curious. Yeah. See, that frightens me. That's like my fiance. She says that shit. She
Oh
says,
my God,
I'll try it.
scary.
Yo,
Fuck me,
we gotta
alright.
be friends.
So your number one fan said Jessica.
Y'all not gonna eat me. Y'all gotta
Jessica, your number one fan, Evan White, said he saw his ex-girlfriend. She visited him in a dream. How do you answer that? Is she a ghost or I don't know?
Who? Oh
That's an
no.
interesting story. I got a cool
That's
story I can
scary.
tell about
Go
that.
ahead.
Not a personal story, but I was once watching one of these shows. I think it was Fact or Fiction, maybe. And one random episode, it was about this woman who, for a couple of days, she kept having this dream. And in the dream, she kept seeing this house, right? She was house shopping at the time. So in her dreams, she's seeing the perfect house. So her husband's taking her house shopping. She doesn't like anything he shows her for weeks and weeks at a time. Finally, one day they're driving when they're about to give up the search. She sees the dream house. So she runs, and this is supposed to be a true story. She runs into the house, and the real estate agent happens to be there. And the real estate agent is like, hey, this house is for sale. She's like, oh my God, we'll take it. We're looking to buy. It's my dream house. And she literally describes every single room of the house. It's going to sound like bullshit, but this is supposed to be a real story. It was on the fact side. The real estate agent said, okay, the owner's on the way over. When the owner comes, you can meet this person. And she's like, by the way, can I ask why such a beautiful, large house is for so cheap? And tells her, well, apparently the owners, I feel silly for saying it. She's like, but according to the owners, it's haunted. And she's like, okay, well, I don't believe in ghosts, so it's no problem. I want to buy the house. Then the owner comes in the door. When the owner comes in the door, here goes the cool part. When the owner comes in the door, she recognizes the person that wants to buy the house as the ghost who's been haunting the house. So what we're arguing is that the woman dreaming about the house was actually astral projecting and going to a house and stalking these poor people and haunting them and made them move out so she could buy the house. So in summary, she's a selfish bitch. But that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? So
all right, I got one for you guys.
Interesting story. I remember that.
Jose, we'll get to your videos, but we'll get into some of the topics. All right, so speaking of that, do you guys believe in psychics? Do you believe that's a real thing? Go ahead, Jessica. Do you believe in psychics? Yeah.
I want to. And I have a confession to make. When I watch Long Island Medium, I cry. I cannot watch that show. It makes me cry. Because it's not about like what's real and what's not. It's just about like the energy and like just, I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she gets all these details and whatever. It's just like the feelings that she brings up and the emotions. Like that's what it's really about. I think she's probably really good at reading people, but I don't know if it's on a psychic level. I don't know if she talks to the dead. I don't know. Maybe she does.
What do you think, Tom?
Psychics are crazy to me. Like, I actually feel strongly that they don't exist. I actually don't like psychics.
I'm with you. You know, in I forgot what it says. You know, they said
a random thing to say. I don't like psychics.
They said a psychic's
do to you, Tom?
They said that a psychic's punishment when they die and go to hell is that they get their head sewn on backwards.
Wait, who said that? And what's that? Why they punish?
I think that was Dante's Inferno that said that or something like that. I gotta look it up. I don't remember.
But like, why do they go to hell automatically? That's not fair.
I guess because they're telling. I guess because they're telling lies.
Because they're nosy.
So the punishment is that they get. Their punishment is that they get their shit
just back. A bunch of Karens. That's the problem.
What is up with the Karens wilding out? What is up with Karens? All right, guys.
What's your opinion on Karens? They've always existed, though. They have always existed. The ultimate horror movie would just be a room full of Karens the whole time.
They tell a lot of people like, you know, this one says this, and it's a lot of guesswork, and it's a talent, but it's just like, you ever hear the woman that misled the police on a child's murder?
Nah.
They actually were listening. She was a psychic. They went to look.
Yes, I remember that. That was fucked up.
Yeah, like that's crazy, and they believe
it. What happened with the case? Because it's funny you brought that up, Tom. Because I was gonna say, what about all those instances? Will, when you do this, the top bar is blocking out Jessica. So just pull the top bar down.
That's okay. I'm gonna grab another Truly. I'll be right back.
All right, we were gonna show the Ultimate Karen video.
Before you show the Ultimate Karen, what about all those cases apparently where supposedly they're supposed to be like psychics that help the police like hundreds of times? I forgot who. Somebody famous. Is it Sylvia Brown? Somebody correct me?
I think
I just don't believe in it, man. I just don't
you ever
believe
heard
in
of
it.
James Randi?
No,
Who
I
is
never heard.
James Randi, the old man, he's like a famous skeptic.
Yeah, no.
He said he'll give $1 million to anyone.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
anyone that could prove him that psychics are real, and he got tests set up to where if you could do it, you get $1 million. And listen, man, if I'm a psychic and that's real, come on, man, you know the things I'd be doing.
you know the freaky shit that he would be doing.
He'd be eating ass. That's what he'd be doing.
I know she'll say no. I know she'll say yes.
All right, so let me show you the Ultimate Karen. This video just dropped like 2 days ago.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice. We got something still, still
Karen
fresh.
was
Still
wilding
viral.
out. I gotta take my things out. You said my
Oh,
headphones
this
out?
woman. Oh man.
She was
I'm gonna
wilding,
fight
man.
She's an ass. She's
All
a
right,
jack.
let me. Can you guys hear? I gotta take my headphones out. Go ahead.
Got the piss smacked out of her.
Oh, you saw this?
Excuse me, you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that? Excuse me, this is what this whole world.
My people are not from this country. Those are her. Yeah, you cannot. Those are her races.
You don't no. Continue serving.
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No, you do not come in here and use the F word and swear and call me a B-I-T-C-H. I said she is, you're not a part of it. So you get out of here. I know, I said she is, and that's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
This is going on the internet. You don't know.
See how she wields her finger like it's a weapon?
Yeah.
Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch. Where are your ancestors from?
Oh, she ready to throw down.
Bitch, you better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her.
Oh, shit.
Here comes the best
Oh,
part.
my
We're
God.
running for safety. Help me. Somebody attacked me for no reason. I was
my
just
God.
randomly minding my business.
Oh my
Being
God.
a Karen.
That's the Ultimate Karen right there. What do you guys think of that video?
She got.
I think she had it coming.
I noticed Karens wear sunglasses a lot.
So they can hide their identities.
Yeah. But
But
you're
she's-
not fooling anyone. You're a Karen. We
You
all
saw
know
how
it.
she was busting everybody around. Like, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta leave.
That's a Karen. Oh, yeah.
What upset me
That-
the most about her is the self-entitlement because she act like she owned the entire store.
Do you feel
was-
bad that she got smacked up? I kind of feel bad that she got
Hell no, I don't feel
Then
bad.
why do you feel bad?
She
No
got a little
way.
tappy tap. That girl didn't even
Yeah,
get
that
to
was
really connect.
nothing.
She was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Oh my God.
It could have been way worse.
What is it, Will?
Her
Do it again.
glasses stayed
Will
on and
does that
everything.
so funny. Will, do it again.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh man. That made me forget what I was gonna say. It was so funny. So the backstory is that woman actually came into the store because she was upset about her gas pump or something. So she walks in the store about to complain to the store about the gas pump, and she sees the people at the store serving a person she believes shouldn't be served because she believes she wasn't from this country. And then from there, she just starts bossing everyone around. And then the guy recording her, she comes over to him and she's like, "No, you leave now too." Like, damn, like she runs a lot of shit. She controls things in that store.
She runs her husband and she thinks she could run everybody else.
Oh, absolutely, she probably does.
That's
couldn't
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And her kids don't respect her at all.
They talk
They
shit.
hate
behind
her.
back.
They
They hate
fucking hate her.
No, seriously, women. When I didn't even want to say women like that because men could be like that too, and that came out wrong. But people like her.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. So yeah. You know what I'm saying? So people,
Why? What is this dilemma? Why are Karens like this? What is the answer to fixing them?
that's a good question. You got to ask one of them. You got
Okay,
to capture
so
one of them and trap
This is
it
what
and
it
then ask
is.
Don't say
This is
Karens
exactly
need
what
to
it
eat
is.
more ass, so they'll change.
No, it's not that.
You
Well,
messed the
maybe,
punchline up.
maybe
I
they
was
do,
waiting.
though. Maybe they do. Maybe that's the problem. Number one, they need to get
Maybe
laid.
they don't eat enough ass.
Oh my
That
God.
yes, you know why? Because they're narcissists. They're selfish people. They hate themselves, so they have to project their
Oh my God,
hatred
wait a
onto the
second.
world.
Have
But
you
the
ever
Karens-
met a real narcissist? Oh my God.
But the real threat
I
is-
was married to one.
Oh my God.
I was
Whoa.
married to a Karen. You're a Karen.
I was married to a Karen.
What would happen if the Karens united though? That's what terrifies me.
We're
She
fucked.
She would make a great leader. She would be a good
if
leader.
if they were like
Voltron,
Voltron, yeah, exactly. Like they just
they form like Voltron.
yeah. They form like giant Karen, like
Island Karen.
fuck.
So she would be the body or the head.
They would be
everything.
It would be like
in the video. Like two Karens would be the legs, and then like 3 Karens are the body, and then 2 more are the arms. Maybe even 4 more. I don't know.
Yo, Karen,
that sounds
man.
Somebody said you were married to a Mormon or something like that. I don't know what that means.
A norm.
I don't know what that is. No. Oh, I guess like a normal person.
No, like a Norman.
No, there was nothing normal.
Like his name is Norman.
No,
okay, we have to be careful because this person is friends with me on Facebook and he's probably watching right now.
Yeah, probably.
What, you got a friend named Norman? Normans are cool. I didn't say nothing bad about Normans.
Just letting you guys know.
He's just what now you make me sound like Norman has killed people before, and it was like a warning.
Norman Bates, warning. Hello.
He's like, Norman will fucking kill you, and I need you around.
Like Psycho, Norman Bates.
Oh,
that's true.
Shit,
Psycho killer, Norman Bates.
We don't
want
to.
Has anyone ever met a psycho?
I met a Norm.
Yeah, of course.
You met a Norm, you said?
I am one.
So did you.
So so if that's the case, then assess yourself. What do you think is the most psychotic thing you've done? Like if you think you're a crazy person, yeah. Have you keyed a car? Have you thrown a brick through a window or something?
No. This guy broke up with me, and I knew that he kept his car unlocked. Mm-hmm. So I drove by his place, and I just like opened the door to put all his shit in the car.
By accident. You opened the door by accident.
No, totally on purpose.
Allegedly, you're incriminating.
100% on purpose. I did this.
All right.
And yeah, I like opened the door and put all his shit in there. And it was so embarrassing because he and his whole family pulled up in the driveway just as I was doing that. And I was like, shit, I'm crazy.
That's a shitty coincidence.
That's not that bad. I thought
exactly, right? I was going to say that's not psychotic. Growing up in Brooklyn, I've seen people throwing people's shit out of like a 3rd-story window. So everything's gonna break. Like that's a little more psychotic, because it's like, damn.
Yeah, at least I was respectful with it.
Yeah, you put it in the car. You loaded it in the car. Like it doesn't get easy now. You just gotta drive home with his shit.
But was it Psycho?
You broke it before you put it in there?
No. Was it Psycho when I drove by a party he was at with 2 of his ex-girlfriends in my car?
Now more is coming out.
What was the plan there?
We're still assessing.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why I did that.
You know what? I think everybody
big purple dildos or something.
No, we were just all in the car together. Like we were all just like having a shit talking party. And like I just did a drive by and I fucking rolled down the window and we're all like, what's up? I just drove away. It was fucking weird.
You didn't dress up like a bush?
No, I didn't even try to hide my psychotic tendencies.
Guys, we're together. We got a scheme, but we don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try.
No, we have no plan. We're just gonna be like, hey.
What about you, Tom? What's the most psychotic thing you ever done? Tom's a pretty solid guy, man. I don't see him doing anything psychotic.
A truly psychotic person probably wouldn't admit it. You know what I mean? They'd be like, no, I'm normal. They've learned to blend in.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
It's hard to say because a lot of the violence, it was all violent stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you've done violent stuff, you said?
Before I started taking my medication.
Oh shit! I want to hear this.
No, but it was violent. Like the only thing I could think of.
What did you do? What did you like? Drop kick a door for something? What did you do?
Nah, he's being sarcastic. That's why I'm laughing. But it made me think of that.
That's it's a half truth because it is like the if I had to say psychotic stuff I did had to do with some kind of violence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was,
No, it's fine. Just incriminate yourself. Just
yeah,
go on. Tell us the day, the time. Throw your whole alibi out the window.
Yeah, I'm good at 2 chooses to come. I really haven't done nothing psychotic, man. Damn. I'm jealous. I really haven't.
That's exactly what a psycho would say. He's the one. We found it.
I didn't do anything.
And you would know how to get away with it too, buddy. Just saying.
Yeah, I really haven't done nothing crazy. Oh well, yeah, I've done some. I don't know, maybe. I can't.
You don't want to say it on air.
No, not even. Yeah, nothing. What happened?
Nothing involving a woman. That
No,
usually
nothing.
gets people.
Yeah, nothing involving a woman, man. Nothing.
You just
nothing
broke up with you, like, oh, okay.
yeah, nothing out of the like mean text and stuff, but nothing
Have a
out
good
of
life.
the
I'm one of those
Yeah.
guys that
I learned to bounce, man. I learned to bounce real quick when a girl
Yeah.
actually.
I got too much pride
It's a Puerto
to
Rican
try to
thing.
like do anything crazy.
That's a
that
Puerto
could-
Rican thing? No. No
Maybe a
fucking
little
way.
bit, 'cause
There's
as a
no
Puerto Rican, I'll
balance
say,
in
well,
being Puerto Rican. It's
'cause you know what it
anger
is?
all the way up here. What are you talking
I mean,
about?
That's true.
He didn't say we weren't angry. He didn't say that. He didn't say we weren't angry.
Oh, Vince with me on
He
this.
just said we don't do nothing crazy about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know what it is when you're in your 20s and you're meeting a different girls stuff. You get played so many times, especially in Long Island. These wild ass Long Island girls.
That's
You
You're just like,
evolve, right? Like
you're just like,
Pokemon.
you're
You
just like,
evolve
fuck it. All
into
right.
the next
Once
Pokemon.
you start acting funny, I'm
Yeah.
out. That's it.
You keep it moving. You gotta do what you gotta do. It'll hurt, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But with that said,
I've
the
never
craziest
heard
thing I
this
ever
shit in
did,
my life.
Yeah.
the craziest thing I ever did, I wasn't that crazy, but I found out this girl was cheating on me. So I went to confront her. She wasn't. There we go.
Good podcast, man.
So I went to confront her and she wasn't home, right? So I was really mad. And you know when you just get so angry, you just have to get it out. So I didn't know any other way to get it out. And I'm like, fuck, somebody got a pen. Because someone drove me over there. I'm like, someone got a pen. So they get a pen. And I'm like, fuck, someone got paper? There was no paper, but someone had toilet paper. As soon as that came out, it dawned on me. This is great. So I wrote this long letter of why I thought she fucked up. And then at the end, I said, and when you're done reading this letter, wipe your ass with it because you shitted on yourself. And then I felt like empowered. And it felt great. Yeah, I felt slick.
Okay, wait, I do.
Empowered. Because that's just witty.
Beautiful.
That's just witty. I don't know about y'all, but that's just witty.
My man,
It was
fucking
perfect.
not.
It was perfect that they happened to have the toilet paper. Right? So
do,
it made me feel better. And I got over it. So it helped.
I
But
do have
that's-
two
that's
stories.
the worst.
One,
Wipe ass with it?
I hope
No,
she did.
I have two stories that just
And the
popped
ink
in my
got on her bow and burned a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
What was it? One of those gel pens from the 90s?
I don't recall, but if
sparkles in it?
somebody had listen, I don't recall, but if someone had a poisonous frog, I would have dipped the pen in the poisonous frog and then wrote the letter in hopes
In
that
the
she wiped
frog?
herself with it. Yeah, so the venom could get on her body and kill her, probably.
Sure,
Well, actually, that came out
okay.
wrong. I don't want no one to die. Cheating is wrong, but
No,
I don't think
I
she
think we
deserved to
understand.
die. That was a little extra. I was just trying to be funny.
But
You
the
know what I'm saying?
ultimate victory in that is for them to see you with somebody better looking than them and you happier and they're still in their whack ass life and stuff. That's the best.
That
isn't
is
that-
exactly
yeah, that
it.
is-
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Looking like the man and you're like,
Yeah, especially
But
they
it
catch you on
feels
a good
way
day with like a
better.
fresh haircut.
I have two stories. These are
I want to
scary.
hear it.
These are scary. This is before I met my future wife. So this was when I was really young. One girl, I went over her house and stuff, and we were just hanging out and stuff. And there was a picture of her grandpa that was like really creepy or whatever. And she's like, yeah, my grandpa, he died and stuff. She's like, yeah, he comes every Wednesday night and visits me and talks to me in my window. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and then I looked
didn't
at
know it
the
was
picture,
confession hour.
and his eyes looked mad scary, like his eyes were moving, bro.
What
And-
the fuck?
Bro, I never talked to her again. I never
Did
talked
you
to her like that.
break up with her immediately?
Yes. And then
Good.
years ago, right before I met my fiance, not right before, but like 6 months before. So I don't know the timeline exactly. But
Better not fuck this
this
up.
girl, this freaky ass chick or whatever, I was sleeping. She was sleeping next to me, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and she had a window by her bed, and the moonlight was shining down on her face. And I swear to God, I looked at her face, bro. I swear on my life, on everything right now, that I looked at her face and it looked like a fucking demon, like a.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
She was very pretty. She was like very pretty, but her face, I was like, oh shit, this is not good.
You know what's creepy and
Lighting
scary?
is everything.
It was
you
like
know.
it was like a demon of lust was on. I don't know what it was. It was like an evil face, bro.
Okay.
It
That was
sounded like you wanted to get it on. Did you hear some Barry White in the background?
No, it sounded like I wanted to get the fuck out, man.
It was Barry White record playing backwards.
That's what happened.
Oh yes. Well, for
And then-
extra effect, 'cause this
And
is
then you
far
know what
down
I
the rabbit
did,
hole.
and then I was done because she like played me too or whatever, and I was meeting all these girls. All they wanted to do was.
That demon bitch.
You know what's scary?
But I'm gonna tell you like Disney story.
And
So
I don't trust.
I met
Go
all these girls, right? And all they wanted to do was get freaky, but I wasn't at that point in my life. I wanted to meet somebody good, and I just got sick of it, right? So This is how it played out. I was done. I didn't for 6 months. I just watched a show called How I Met Your Mother on Netflix, and
That's how you recovered.
that's how I recovered, right? And then my cousin, who I don't really talk to that much, called me out of nowhere, bro. This is the weirdest story. And he's like, my cousin Angelo, Jessica knows him because she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and he's like, yo, you got to try this site, Match.com. And I was like, I don't mess with that stuff no more. It's whack, man. Them girls are on there. And he's like, no. And he called me nonstop for a week, just harassed me like a psychopath. And I'm like, it's $50. I don't want to pay $50. Nah. So
You
he
have
just
to pay?
yeah, $50. Yeah,
Bet.
$50.
And then you got to pay for the
With some
date
guarantees.
too?
Yeah.
$50.
So then I did it because he was like relentless, like a savage. And I did it, and I looked on it, and I messaged this one girl, and I just forgot about it. And then it's like the account, I got to cancel it, and I saw a message in there. And then she turned out to be my fiance. I didn't talk to her for like months after that.
Aw.
And then she just called me on the phone out of the blue, and that's
Yeah,
a
you
good
threw
story.
me off. I didn't know this was like a touching story. Like,
Yeah,
like
I know.
this is far down a rabbit. I was expecting some mayhem, somebody to die or something.
Hold on, I
So
gotta
that was
pee.
beautiful.
Go ahead, go pee.
That was
Go ahead.
beautiful.
I had a story similar to Will's.
Yeah, tell us.
The one night I hooked up with this chick, good looking chick. You know what I mean?
He had to make sure we knew. He's like, yo, by the way, I'm sorry.
Yo, everyone.
I just assumed, Tom, but thank you for letting us
everybody's
know.
Yeah. But you know, like Will said, when the moon hit, right?
You saw what she really looked like.
The next morning, she had gained a lot of weight. Can you explain that?
In a couple hours. Listen, I probably could. You know, Google it real quick. There's either a disease.
Yo, you remember Ghostbusters, the first one?
Yeah.
I guess she got possessed by the ghost Slimer, that big green fat ghost.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, all right, here's a question. Oh, this is funny. All right, this question. So imagine, right? All right, so boom, right? Let's say it's been a minute, it's been a really long time, and you go to the club, and you meet somebody, and then you go home and you go to the bathroom, and you come back, they're floating. Just like the person in the movie. What was she floating? Like 5 feet in the air, 6 feet in the air? Would you go home or would you still stay?
Well, I've seen worse.
What you said? You see worse. Oh, that
Sorry,
is a
what did I
funny
miss?
answer. That is comedy gold. He said, I've seen worse.
What?
Oh, man. No, I don't even know how we got to that point. It's
What's
far
up,
down the
bro?
rabbit
That's
hole. I can't explain anything.
My future wife, what's up? Well, she
Somebody
said,
explain to us how we got there. Yo, there's so many comments. We apologize, guys.
I
We've
know
got a
we
lot of
didn't get
guests.
to all of them. I'm sorry, guys. There's so many comments.
Yeah, we apologize this week.
Yo, Dominic, I'm
but
so
we're having
sorry,
fun.
bro. I'm sorry we didn't get into that. And Jonathan Furman just showed up.
Hey, what's up, Jonathan? That's my
All
buddy.
right, so let's keep on this dating thing because it's fun. Jessica, so what's the weirdest?
Because it's funny.
What's the weirdest date or weirdest guys? I know you dated a lot of guys and a lot of weird guys because I met some of them. So what's the weirdest thing a guy did on a date?
Okay. So this guy came to pick me up and I didn't know it was a date until he showed up at my door wearing a cowboy hat and holding flowers. And I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, and you wasn't feeling the kid. You wasn't feeling him.
I thought we were just friends and stuff, and he was a really nice guy and whatever.
Come on, you know there's no just friends.
But then I know that now. But then he forgot his wallet, and it was really awkward. And
Wallet. That's a good one.
yeah, yep.
Right? Now that you
Yeah.
mention that, Tom, that sounds highly convenient.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, I was like the nicest guy. When I wasn't feeling a girl, I would just like make up some lie and some story and just say like the most messed up shit and stuff and like say like, you know, just so they don't feel bad, you know? And I look like an asshole, even though it was not true, you know?
Yo, it's horrible to do
I
something.
like that.
What about you, Tom?
actually.
What you got any crazy dating stories?
Have you
Yeah,
ever
that
Tom,
way
have
you
you
know.
ever done the wallet trick?
The wallet trick?
Yeah.
I might have. No.
That's all I want to know. You can go on.
What about you, Jose? What about you?
Oh, me.
You're a man of many women. I'm just playing. I'm gonna get Jose in trouble.
What was the
Back in
question?
the day.
No, yeah, you gotta see because you already put me on the spot. I'm flustered.
Any weird date stories? Oh, the first date I ever went on. You got to hear this
Oh,
one.
I don't got a weird date story. But I have an embarrassing story that I felt really bad about. I had a friend that was my friend for like 10 years, right? But I never noticed something on their teeth. And to this day, I feel like a shithead about it. But one day I noticed it for the first time, and I was like, "You have something in your teeth."
Oh, you can't say stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, I felt bad. She was like, "Bro, you never noticed that shit before? Like I've known you for like 10 years." And then I felt like a horrible friend. So I felt horrible twice. First, I felt horrible for feeling like an idiot, putting my foot in my mouth. Then twice for not noticing that about my friend. So moral of the story is I might be a bad person. I'm not quite sure.
You're definitely a bad person.
I try my best.
Bro, the first date I ever went on when I was like, man, I was a baby, bro.
You went on dates as a baby?
I was like,
what fucking
You know what? I believe that shit. With our family, I believe that shit.
I was like 29 years old.
Puerto Rican.
Nah,
You're Puerto Rican.
I was like 18 or 19. I was like so young, bro. I was a late bloomer. But
y'all get a late bloomer. This guy's fucking with me. Am I drinking right? I
you gotta understand that I was the only Puerto Rican kid in an all-white school. I came from Brooklyn. I went to all-white school, so I was literally like an alien to them.
Okay.
So it was like back in the AOL chat days. I met this girl. She was like, "Oh, I'm a hot blonde and stuff. I live down the block."
I'm a hot blonde.
Yeah, a long leg hot blonde.
Those are the messages you stay away from.
Back
So I
then,
meet
AOL days.
We
So
went
that means
to,
there was no pictures. He had to take a word for
we
it.
went to this, we went to this place,
He had a hope.
Bro.
He was like, I hope.
bro. We went to this place, Boulder Creek. It's not even around no more, right? So she gets out of the car, and bro, like holy hugest lady I ever saw, bro. She looked like Brock Lesnar in a
got
wig. She
catfish.
looked like a football
That's
player
what
with a blonde
catfish.
wig. I ain't trying
Oh
to
my
piss nobody,
God.
bro. I was horrified, bro. But you know what? Somebody out there loves her, bro. And she's beautiful, and it's all good.
Yo,
that's
Tom,
true.
let me ask
Yes.
you something.
Yeah.
If you had to choose, would you rather date an ugly girl or guy, or
Right,
somebody?
in case you don't know who anybody.
I thought he was gonna say,
we gotta be respectful.
or trans person.
or would you rather date somebody that has a funky odor about them?
Nah,
All right,
I don't even
I'm
remember.
sorry. Repeat that, Tom.
I don't
That was a
even
good
remember.
question, Tom. Go ahead. What was that?
I don't even remember what was the first thing Tom said. But as soon as I heard funky, I'm out. I don't want.
Wait,
funky.
Tom.
I'll take whatever the first one was.
Tom,
Whatever
repeat
the
that.
first
What
one
was the question?
I don't care what it was.
Somebody that's not attractive to you, not to your taste, or would you rather date somebody that has a funky odor?
Yeah, she's
But
attractive.
I get
It
you.
could be breath. It could be just her.
You gotta word the question a certain way to make it a different question.
Yo, but men like
Okay,
that.
wait. Can I ask you something? Where is the odor coming from?
No, that's no.
What orifice is the odor?
We'll say
That's another good question.
Is it body odor? Is it
that might
like
be a danger.
this is like just when she comes around, you just smell, or he comes around, just odors, armpits. We'll say armpits for the sake of it.
no.
Yo, but like,
I'll take
I'm talking about after a shower too. One of them motherfuckers.
Nah, stink.
but in
Oh,
Europe,
man.
the women don't rock deodorant. They got
Listen,
that.
y'all ever been in a
Oh,
tight,
God.
closed quarters with a smelly person before? I have. For this reason.
Yeah.
That is like a gas changer.
Myself.
Well, then you know what? Don't lock yourself in a tight area. That's your fault.
I mean,
I'm
but
one of those funky ass bitches, so shut up.
Well,
some
I'm
men
sorry.
like the funk,
I didn't
man.
mean to offend any funky ass bitches out there.
Some
I'm
men
sorry,
the
y'all.
funk, man.
Please hit the like and follow button in spite of my terrible violation.
No, I asked that question because that's something I can never get over, bro. Like if you smell, like if you're not attractive, okay, maybe we could work around that or whatever the case is. Like
Got a good
Sure.
personality.
but if you even if you're a good person, man, like come on.
All right, now you're taking it to another realm, Tom.
But what about
So
that Jay-Z song? Give me that funk, that nasty stuff. People like that.
I don't know what to say, but he's rich, so I don't know. That's probably how he got rich.
Evan White said, "I doubt Jessica smells ever." Okay, Evan, you got to chill out, bro.
Yeah, I think we all felt a little uncomfortable just now.
I'm talking about her odors, Evan. Oh my God, what did I just walk
Evan,
into?
All right, but-
I've known Evan for many years. I've known him since I
No
started
doubt.
comedy.
He's
so-
fucking with us. Oh yeah, he fuck with us. He knows how the comedy shit goes. He's sarcastic. So in that case,
Yeah.
do you guys know that? We talked about this in the first episode, Will. So Will, you fill them into what I've taught you in the first episode about our forefathers and fragilance. Fragilance?
Oh my God,
Flatulence? Yeah, Will, you tell it.
Jose's
voice is a
really,
little hoarse.
Jose's really into
Farts?
this.
Whoa,
Yes.
I'm not into this. That sounded wrong. No, I'm not into it.
Jose like do his research and found
All
out
right,
that
I'm gonna
like,
tell a story because I don't
You
like how
wanna make
Will
sure
tells
it was
this
the right
Oh
story.
my God. Are we going to talk about like farting on cake porn and
No,
stuff?
no.
Okay.
But
all right,
apparently-
just wanna make sure.
Apparently,
Are okay.
our American, how do you say, our American forefathers were
Our
into that
founding
stuff.
fathers.
Sure.
Our founding fathers, Einstein.
Abraham Lincoln.
It was really big back in the day. That was the trend. You know, there's been all types of weird trends. Like I once heard, I don't remember what era it was. Maybe the 20s, 30s, or 40s. But I heard there was a time where like ankles were the big thing.
Ankles.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
As the person in 2020, that's not. And there was a time it was like the neck. I don't know. It's weird. You know, humans change
Feet
their
were the
minds.
big thing at one point. Now that's like played out, and I guess that was, you know.
Wait, feet are
I
not played
find
out.
Feet gross. I find feet so gross. I find my own feet gross. I find everyone's feet gross.
Yo,
I
you
don't
know,
like feet.
you know what I found as I got older? What was an attractive part to a woman's body?
What?
Her shoulders.
All right. See,
Yeah, it's nice tone. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's a nice tone shoulder.
to be honest, I never noticed that. People notice different things. You know?
I don't
Man,
know.
Will, you said what? You like feet? Is that what you said?
No, I said don't like feet.
No,
I'm
Will.
He loves feet.
No, back in the day, yeah, but not no more.
Oh, you gave up?
Yeah,
Had a
man.
bad
When you
episode?
When you run into those Flintstone feet, it's over, man.
It's traumatized.
That shit goes out the window.
God, I feel like you guys, like every bad characteristic you're describing is me.
That's just a thing people are. They just always think the worst of themselves. That's
Evan
bad.
said feet are
That's just
creepy.
psychology.
Oh, Evan.
He knows you forever, so he probably got like dirt on you. He probably can tell us
Oh,
a story.
definitely.
Like this one time, she farted on the tour bus. We was heading
Evan,
to
what is exactly does Jessica smell like? Tattoos and whiskey? What does she smell?
I don't drink that shit. I
if you
drink
say
seltzer, bitch.
if you say tattoo,
Oh, that's right.
You gotta add like a cigarette.
Yo, I'll give you this though. If you find a woman with nice, pretty feet, she's golden from the feet up.
She'd probably make a lot of money rich. What is with those people? Like, there's so many weird fetishes out there. You know what I always wished I could do? I heard there's guys out there that will give girls money to spend the money, and that's the fetish.
Oh, like a sugar
Yes.
daddy.
Bro,
All kinds of fetishes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a girl real quick if you give me that black card. You know what I'm saying?
It's a power thing, like powerful men. They need to
yeah.
be like humiliated, like the
That's
girl
like
beats them
good
down.
shit. Maybe because I'm a broke individual and I understand how valuable. But how can that be one's fetish? I don't understand that.
They like
My
to get kicked in the nuts. It's
With
weird.
my
man.
money, so I could go broke. I don't know. It's weird. The world is a peculiar. I can't say a word.
You
Y'all
want
know
to know the craziest fetish I heard?
that. Yeah.
These people pay. This is some dark shit. These people pay.
He warned us, so we're ready.
Disclaimer. For animal lovers, this is disclaimer. They
Oh, I know this. I know this. Go.
you know, yeah, all right. So they
Yeah, he didn't even give much details as she knew already.
we're on the wavelength. We're on the wavelength. So
Yeah.
these people, these women with shoes on, they got to have high heel shoes on to stomp.
Oh,
On
Kid-
what?
that's fucked
They
up.
stomp kittens out.
The Japanese girl, yeah, she did that.
And they get off sexually. This is a sexual act.
That's
Isn't that
crazy.
crazy?
You want to hear the sickest, most twisted one?
the hell's
There's a
wrong?
couple.
You guys are weird. I just got
All right,
No,
so when I
I
was
thought you were
younger-
gonna say
Wait,
something weirder.
When I was like,
Wait,
They're all
wait.
trying to one up each other.
No. Okay. Have you ever seen the show Seven Deadly Sins?
No,
Morgan Spurlock. He did the Super Size Me
no, I would like to.
documentary. Dude,
I know
it's
you're talking
crazy.
about in the first
It's a
documentary.
crazy show. It's on Showtime. Just like get the free trial just to watch that show. So there's a company that makes molds of animal penises
Oh,
to make dildos.
That's pretty
gross.
crazy. But I'm willing to
It's
bet
gross.
it's profitable. I'm willing to bet it's a booming market.
the most nastiest thing. You know what was really nasty? Even worse. I remember I was trying to be a nasty little boy. I was like 14 when you're in that crazy hormonal age, like, and my parents like fell asleep, and I would like wait, and like sometimes like
This is making me uncomfortable.
Oh
Will.
my God, you
Like, they would
cousin,
have-
what are you doing?
it was like some HBO like weird sex shit or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was always on late at night.
Yeah, and I would always like try and catch
That
it,
was
and I would
actually-
change the channel back quick.
That was actually informational, informative.
It was
Yes.
this
One of those
sick
words?
bitch. Hold up, it was this sick bitch that she used to pay guys or whatever to fucking like nut in cups or whatever for her, right? And this bitch was so
Oh.
sick that she was like obsessed with it. Yo, that she would put it in toothpaste and brush her teeth with it and wash
Oh
her teeth with it.
no!
Nothing's more nasty than
remember
that.
that
That's a
episode.
funky bitch.
I don't remember that episode.
That's a nasty
I
bitch,
missed
bro.
that one. But I didn't see them all because I had to like sneak that. We were young at that age.
And now I made everybody feel uncomfortable.
No,
And
that,
furries.
that wasn't it. That wasn't it. It was
And
everything else.
Furries are nasty too, man. Furries,
Whoa,
man.
whoa, they're called plushy Americans. How dare
Oh,
you?
that's what they called now? Oh, Tom don't know about this. Tom, they dress up
People that dress up as the animal.
like mascots. And
Yeah.
then
That's what they just
and they
dress
have
up
like a
for.
little
That's what
slot for
they're
their
calling it.
peepees and their butts. Rip it out.
Did you say there's a hole for the what?
And
What
they
you say?
do it in the animal suits.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yo,
But
I
then
would
it-
rock the, I would rock the bear head.
To be-
Okay, why not?
He's in New York, so I bet he keeps his fitted hat on.
Yeah,
like
oh,
that,
yeah.
that
Put it on
fitted
the
hat
floor.
he's wearing right
It's
now.
on
I'm
the
sure
bear
he's wearing
head.
he puts it backwards.
that.
Yeah.
And as a New Yorker and he's on TV, that's probably like one of his favorite hats.
Far down the rabbit hole is going through
That's
some
just a
dark
nice
days,
hat.
man.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had the hat as a New Yorker. I love the hats. I'm like, damn, that's a nice hat.
My fiance says, please stop because we're getting out of control.
Oh,
I'm sorry, boo. So what's up,
Oh.
Jose? What else we got? What else we got?
oh, so why you now trying to get me?
Because I got myself in trouble already. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
get
got
smacked up.
in trouble.
He started it.
You want to watch the ghost videos I got?
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah, don't mind.
So you got to put on my screen share. All right, so obviously there's been a lot of things you could say, supposed ghost caught on film, and you could argue it's Photoshop, this and that. But what I liked about these videos is they're like security cameras. So just watch the videos and just give us your take. So me, I'm a parent, right? I got a daughter. She's a toddler. So this video kind of frightens me. I have the camera, I run the camera, I watch my kid at night. And how would you feel if you capture like a spirit on your child's video camera? We got to get through the advertisements.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this?
That's yeah.
Hang in there. All right, here we go.
Ones that had us saying, wait, what?
I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit.
That
Wait,
too.
what?
Ghostly encounters usually rely on what someone says they saw, but recently one was apparently caught on camera. This Highland, Michigan couple believed their house is haunted after they saw this disturbing video caught by their
That's pretty
nanny
creepy.
cam of what
That's
appears to
definitely
be
a figure.
ghost walking by
Without
their
a doubt.
baby's crib.
It was.
What do you
chill.
guys think?
There was literally a chill down your spine, like that what if factor. Like, is this what I just saw? It's freaky, is what it is.
The couple is staying in the home for now, but if I saw that thing, hard pass. Next, another scary caught on.
All right, so that was that one.
Mhm.
Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? What the fuck?
That's what you do when you're nervous.
I don't know. I don't think that one was scary. It looked like a piece of lint. This one is scary, though.
Scary?
A piece of lint.
A piece of lint that looks like a person.
It looked like the ghost just walked by and went,
Clean your dryer, bitch.
Wow.
wow, Heavy D made it. What's up, Heavy D?
All right,
What's up?
so you have children, right? Jessica, do you have children?
She
No, hell no.
Why?
You have children. So Tom, you got children, so you at least got to feel me. Yo, like, what if you was looking at your child's? You know what I mean? Talk to me.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so much things with video cameras and video recordings, like how just things can get distorted. You know what I mean? I'm a big skeptic.
Yeah, you must be, because that was terrifying. That looked like a person. to
I
me.
might just look at that and be like,
but it is what it is. I'm sorry, what you gonna say, Tom?
no, I might just look at it and say, I don't know. If it happens again, we'll address
All
it.
right.
If
So in the comments, we're getting a lot of comments on this video. Half they're split. Half say it's a piece of
Okay.
lint, and half say it's real.
Wait, what was the first half saying?
Some people say it's a piece of lint, like I said.
Oh,
and
nice.
some people say
That's
it's-
actually my fiance's mother. Hello, Aaron. Thank you for
Hello,
watching. the
Aaron.
show.
What's
She
up, what's up?
loves Ghost Adventures. Yo, Aaron, bro. Aaron knows of some juicy ghost stories. She could back me up, so I don't seem so crazy. So that's awesome that you're on the show.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do for you guys? I'm gonna hook you up with my friend Jen, who's an actual ghost hunter. You should have her on your
Yeah.
show.
Sick,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Bring her
I got lots of questions for somebody like that. Shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh, as a
yeah.
matter of fact, Will, didn't you want to go to a spot? Maybe
Yeah.
that person act like a tour guide since they got
Let's
experience.
do this like Brutus. Come
So if
on.
we
I-
die, we can sue them. If anyone gets injured, can we sue your friend?
If I get possessed, I get
Like,
possessed.
well, now my friend's not
Yeah,
gonna
have her on the show. Have her on the show. You could ask her anything.
What's her name?
Her name's Jen Snortland. She's also a comedian, and she is a new, very good friend of mine.
Okay, that's what's up.
Snorland.
Will the boss man?
Ellen Kipler? That's her?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, we shall add her.
Well, are you already stalking my thing?
Yeah, I'm fast, man.
That sounds like a good guest. We got to bring on. I want to know.
Damn, no, you definitely have to reach out to her because she's great.
Nice.
And she's really funny.
How long have they been doing that? The Ghost Adventure stuff.
Oh, I don't know. She's been doing it a while though. She's got all that crazy equipment. Like you got to talk to her. You got to ask her because
she's legit.
Yeah,
she said equipment.
She's very legit. Yeah, she's very
that's
legit.
my mama. Damn, the mamas is on.
Oh
tonight.
God, I hope my mom doesn't come to this show. I said
What's
some
up,
horrible
mama?
things. I said some horrible things tonight.
Oh, my mom's used to that. My mom,
Sonia.
Listen, y'all never told your parents all the stories that would make them uncomfortable. That's the best shit in the world. When you turn 18, you get to sit down with your parents and tell them all the shit they didn't know.
Thank God my dad is not on Facebook.
Not me.
Jessica, your dad's on Facebook though. He's probably watching this right now.
What's up, Heavy D?
God, I hope not.
What's up?
All right, so in this next footage, right? This one I seen many years ago, and this one stuck with me. I don't know. Imagine you're a security guard working at a hotel, and this is what the night you got to deal with. Sorry, I thought the audio was...
Well, that shit is loud.
You want
know that?
to
Yeah. There you go. That's good.
Oh, hell no.
What? He just came out the elevator. Not happy.
I thought it was just opening by itself. I got scared.
Okay, so we know Jessica gets freaked out by ghosts.
He looks so scared.
Okay, if you guys don't know what's going on, the listeners,
y'all hear the screams?
It's a security guard sitting in the front of the hotel door. He has these freaking agonizing screams coming out.
I'll pause it for a second. I forgot that we have audio listeners. So fill them in. There was a security camera, and everyone, on the floor is reporting him screaming. They send up a security guard, and he's outside of the front door right now, really apprehensive, because he can hear the screams through the door. We can hear the screams too. I don't know if you guys can hear it because I lowered it because it was too loud, but you could audibly hear the screaming.
And there's not supposed to be anybody in that room.
What was that, Tom?
There's not supposed to be anybody in that room. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. It was empty.
Oh, I hear it. Shit.
She's scared.
Ooh.
You hear it again? That was the screaming. It sounds blood curdling.
That's a brave man.
Yeah, to go in there.
Yeah, fuck no, I wouldn't go in there. He's a brave
Just
man.
a flashlight.
Mm-mm.
That's an alpha male.
The light
Nah,
is
bro,
flickering.
he's just a dude being peer pressure to do his job. So he ain't going there by choice. Trust me. He's like, damn, they're gonna bitch at me if I don't go in there. All the furniture's been turned upside down, and the carpet is ripped up, and the shower is on. I'm getting chills just watching shit. I've experienced some trippy shit, man. I was a contract painter one time for this building, big condominium. So, hold on a second. Oh shit, I didn't notice this part of it. Y'all noticed that?
Oh my God, what the fuck?
I never seen that part of the video.
Oh, that looked real. That didn't look like lint.
That's not a piece of lint.
That looked like a big ass ghost, man. Like he's just been eating freaking McDonald's. That's a round ass ghost, man.
I never knew
shit.
I never knew what came of it. I was a contract painter, and so whatever. There was 2 sets of contract painter groups. We used to do different apartments. So I found it strange that they told us to leave this one apartment to go to this other one. So immediately I was like, you know, that's odd. The other group was working on that. So we go there, we start to work, we get out all our supplies. Hold on, we gotta let this ad play. Load it. So we start setting up, we're getting ready, and I forgot why, but we both stepped outside the door for a second. We spoke about something, and then we went back in the apartment. We were the only ones in the apartment. Everything that we owned was thrown around the entire apartment. This again, children. The strange thing about it too is that the items in my pocket were no longer in my pocket. There was no one in that apartment because I checked every room before I left, and it's a completely empty apartment because we were painters. We would paint the shit.
Damn.
I don't know what to say that day, but needless to say, right after that, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I saw like a young teen in the corner looking like he was crying. At the moment I thought I saw that, my buddy who was working with me, he screamed from the bathroom. He claims he thought he saw like not a dead body, a real dead body, but he thought he saw like a ghost or dead person. And we fucking ran out of there like two little girls.
I don't blame you, man.
And another strange part is when we got outside, I forgot why, who was the first one, but we didn't bother to take the elevator. One of us just hit the stairs and the other one followed. I can't even recall. But when we entered the stairs, the door behind us slammed, and I felt this huge gust of wind and scared the shit out of me. And needless to say, never went back in that apartment again. We went straight to the office and we said, "Fuck you, give it to somebody else." But we're not doing it.
Shit, I don't blame you. I'll be out too.
And I found it weird because when we walked in, I'm like, "Why is this shit half painted? Like, why do they need us to finish the paint job?" But I know the other guys didn't get fired.
Oh yeah,
they probably had some experience too, for all I know. You know what I mean? So in this story, I had to fast forward a little bit because the first minute is nothing goes on. But this person claims all the events you're about to see transpire, it was caught on his security film. All right, let's get it going. So he just, oh, I'm sorry, I fast forward. So what happened was his motion sensor was telling him it was picking up music playing, and it actually does, but it's a little boring. I fast forward it. You could literally hear music playing, but it's arguable. You know, who knows where the music came from? Maybe he set it up, but the rest of the stuff happens is interesting. So he goes in there, he checks, he doesn't hear the music, he makes sure the radio wasn't on, and he leaves and he shuts the light off. Now this is where we are. So he's go back to the room. Let's see the night vision kick in. And now the party starts.
The ghost used to play pool or some shit. What's going on? It's gonna hit the ball.
Do everything. Pool, pinball, chilling.
I love Frankie Valli.
Oh, he hits. I was still at some of the music part. Yeah, that was a song that kept playing, apparently. If you listen closely, you can hear it. But I want to get to like the movement parts. Sorry, it's a little boring hanging there.
What's up to all the viewers out there? Thanks for sticking with us, guys. We appreciate it.
You could show some comments now if you want while we're watching this. That works.
Everybody's watching your video.
Okay, all right. So we got an orb. That's nothing I catch on my child's security camera all the time. It's these really suspicious orbs. Just like this too. Like what the fuck? Since when is Link do some shit like this?
They say orbs show up.
Yeah, like there's things that look like it could be Link, and then there's things I'm like, bro, how does
Oh hell no! What the fuck?
That's no. We're just getting warmed up. Now it's so this is not only long video. The other two videos are really short, so just bear with this one. But it gets really good. Just keep watching.
Yeah, Jessica, do we have you for a little bit longer? Because I want to show you one comedian video. I know you got to get up for work and stuff. You said, right?
My phone's actually dying, so I think I have to go after this video.
All right.
Boo.
Wait, Jose, can I show her a video real quick about a comedian, a ghost story? I want to get
pause it here.
I will pause it here. All right, let me pop this up, Jessica, because I want to get your take on this.
Pause it here. I'll keep my screen.
It has to do with your lifestyle and comedians and comedy.
It gets really good, guys.
Boring ass video, Jose.
I'm not,
this
man.
is garbage. What the fuck?
I'm not perfect.
She's keeping it real. All right, so this is famous.
I love you guys.
Joey Diaz and Bobby Lee telling a really creepy story about something that he saw. So listen closely.
But his stand-up wasn't that funny, man.
I always try to go see him, and every time he
stand-up live,
it got canceled every time. All right, so I'm gonna play it. Listen up to the story. It's a great story. All right, here we go. Ready, guys?
Yep. It was an illegal abortion center. Did you know that? No. Yeah. It was an illegal abortion center, and that's why they call it the belly room. Jesus
Christ.
And that's, at times, people have said this, if you spend the night there, you can hear babies crying upstairs.
That was at a comedy club you performed at?
Yeah, famous comedy club in LA.
Something
It's a comedy store. But watch this. Watch this.
Really?
2 a.m, I was hanging out there, okay? And they go, you can hang out here, but upstairs they're doing something, but you cannot go up there in the belly room. I go, it's closed. Who gives a fuck? He's like, there's something going up there. Do not go up there. But I went up there. The back entrance, up the black. I opened up that back thing, right? It's pitch black in there, but I see candles, right? I swear to God, I saw this. 15 people wearing hoods and purple cloaks. Okay? And they're chanting.
Not even stupid. He can't remember the chant.
And I wait to see. They come down after the seance. You know who I saw? One of them was
Elvis Presley.
Tomlin. Okay? The second one was Bob Zamuda. And they were seancing Andy Kaufman's ghost.
This guy. You think he's telling the truth?
No, he's high as fuck.
No, he's telling the truth.
What I'm saying is that there's something about that belly room that is a portal of something.
He's saying that to you. Why are you laughing?
I'll go through a portal. Shit.
DMT. That's what you gotta do.
Absolutely. I think that was it.
So what do you think of that? Cuz before you get out of here, what do you think of hearing something creepy like that? You think really freaky, creepy shit goes on like that in the comedy stores?
I don't know.
Probably.
I've never been there. I would have to go and see for myself.
Or do you think famous people really do freaky seances? That freaking
Oh, they do.
Sure.
Illuminati shit.
It's probably
sure.
their favorite pastime.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I believe that. I mean, look at
Bohemian
Scientology.
Grove.
That's
I
fucked
just
up
said y'all was
shit.
something to Google. Bohemian Grove. Google it.
Okay.
Mm.
Scientology is like a weird
Scientology.
celebrity cult.
They seem pretty scary.
No, don't do it because seriously, like
They'll come to you.
I accidentally
They're
bought a
junkies, they
book
got
one
numbers.
time at a flea market, and like
my
they just
God.
kept, they kept finding me. Like every time I moved, they
You
kept
said you
mailing
bought
me
a book?
shit.
You bought a book?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a Scientology book, but they just
What is the name
I
of that
don't know.
book? Is it Dianetics?
Yes, it was.
They wanted
Oh, they got
I
me in
didn't.
Manhattan,
It
bro.
was like it was like a self-help.
Tom,
Did they
remember when
make
we
you?
used to do
Did they
rap
make
shit?
you hold the things?
No,
The
L.
metal
Ron
things?
Hubbard was coming for you.
I used to go to,
Dude.
me and Tom used to do rap, right? So we was in the city, I forgot for what. And I stepped off to go see some shit. And they were selling this book. They didn't say shit about Scientology.
No, not a
just
thing.
showed me the book, and the way they pitched it to me, it sounded interesting as fuck. I had the $15
Exactly.
or some shit. I'm like, you know what? Call me on a good day. I bought the book. After I bought the book, next thing I know, it was Scientology and shit. And if I remember correctly, I think they asked me to put my information down, but I'm too smooth for that. I didn't give them my real information, so I didn't get harassed. But it's funny you say that because that's
I don't remember writing my information down. They just found me. I had to have because
wrote
how would
your
they
name down,
find me? That's
and
weird.
You just said they harassed you though, right? So that's how
They straight
that's
up
how
believe that aliens came down and there's all this
they
weird
try to
shit.
recruit you. Oh, you sound like a
I
member.
actually I love the story of it. I think it's kind of funny, but like what they do to their people is horrible.
So long story short, that's how Joey became a Scientologist.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
know
me
they control it. I
too.
didn't know it had to do with aliens. Somebody
They
filled me
haven't
in.
done shit for my career though, so I'm kind of
They
pissed
did a
about
lot for
that.
Tom Cruise's career, apparently.
I know.
That was his resurgence. No one gave a shit about it until he joined Scientology and everyone loved him.
Exactly.
That and he jumped on the couch, I think,
All
right?
right, my phone is about to die. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for having me.
Before you go, do you want to say anything to Evan?
Bye, Evan. Thank you for watching.
Stay safe. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Later. What's up, y'all? What's up? Oh, look at that. What's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like the vertical. I do the vertical in my podcast, but only one.
I never
I
messed with
like
these
the
angles.
box right here.
Let's check all the angles. Hang on.
They only give you like 3 options.
Will's a star.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's the best one.
was bullying us.
That's dope, right? That's dope. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what's up, guys? Man, we got a bunch of viewers in here. What's going on, Jose?
I would say we just finish these 2 videos and then
All right,
we
let's do
talk to our viewers and we wrap it up. How long we been running?
We've been going an hour and 20.
Oh yeah, we're almost at
That's
a
the sweet
cutoff time.
spot. That's the sweet spot.
Cutoff
Tom,
time,
hope
yeah.
you're having fun, man. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for joining us, Tommy. I unplugged my mouse, guys. Give me a second.
Tom has some good one-liners, some good lines. And
That's what I'm here for.
thanks for coming, Evan. We appreciate it. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, Tom, I need you to come today and provide one-liners. And he was like, I got you, buddy. That's what I do.
For a hefty check.
Yeah. Oh, you give out checks? Because I didn't know that. I'll take one. You got one? All right, so put my screen share, please, Captain.
And skepticism. I'm here for skepticism. I gotta regulate the.
You have
All
to
right.
keep it real.
So that's how we're gonna end the show. I'm gonna show you these videos, and I want to hear your bullshit skepticism. Because you know what? Skepticism is boring, Tom. It's boring. I'm just gonna say it. It's boring. But look at this. Is it dust? What is it? Is it a spit particle?
Hold on, the voice says silence. Because I'm about to play some Frankie Valli.
Oh wait, I didn't play the audio.
Mute that Frankie Valli though, because we're gonna get copyrighted. Don't play that shit.
Nah, the Frankie part is over.
Okay.
After the silence, it gets good. This ain't even a freaky shit. The silence shit sounded awkward. Almost sounded like a recording. I'll be honest with you, but it gets good after this. What the fuck is that? I didn't notice that first thing. Because it says pool balls, but y'all see that? I'm seeing it.
It looks like a little man. It looks like I don't know.
I can't tell. But
It looks like a seahorse.
Yeah, he kind of looked like a seahorse. I didn't see man, but
Like
I can see a seahorse.
Oh!
What happened? I didn't see it.
Nice try, Tom. He tried to scare us. You
No.
felt well. You got a little scared. Say it. I couldn't see your face. But yo, I didn't even notice this shit before. What the fuck is that floating around? So Tom, obviously, I don't know. What do you think this is, Tom?
That's somebody's hair.
It looks like a string that he put on the lamp, Jose. I'll be honest with you. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but how do you make it appear?
With a fan.
I'm not the most experienced in Photoshop, but in my honest opinion, I don't think this is Photoshop, and it's not a string, so I can't explain it.
It could be like a digital effect.
But I mean, the pinball turned on, the things moving. It's
You
things
know
that
what-
you can explain, boys.
You know what's hard about these videos
What's
is
up?
that we could do that
Yes, exactly.
with a lot of special effects. Not even a lot of special effects.
I challenge you
We
then.
can do that with some fans and some lighting and you know what I mean. Some
Yeah,
duck.
fans.
You notice how there was a cut
You
in
don't
the
like
video
I'm sorry,
too.
yeah. You don't like this video though, because you tell me if you think fans were involved in this video. This is the last video I got.
You gotta be a fan.
You'll see why. You'll see why. This was in the ghost section, but to be honest with you, I don't think this was a ghost because this just seems way too much. But y'all tell me what you think.
Heavy D says it's a demon.
Demons are scary. I'd rather deal with ghosts
But why they always be messing with newspapers and like magazines and stuff?
because they're reading, bro. They're fucking bored.
Pick somebody up and go, and like
What's new? All right, you're gonna get what you're looking for. Supposedly, this is a security fam. I don't know the backstory, so I don't know how legit this is. But this is supposed to be St. John's Hospital security cam footage. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. It starts to pick up out of nowhere. Okay, yeah. So the lights start flickering.
damn, it's like a tornado.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks like a damn hurricane came through the.
That's not.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
I
a hurricane that came through, bro.
hurricane, bro.
Yeah, that's this footage.
That's a hurricane.
Blowing the
But
building.
that's the thing about the show. I keep it on your toes. We don't know which one's a ghost, which one's a natural. You know.
I think I just seen a ghost
Bro,
fly.
that's hurricane
by
footage.
and
Somebody
hurricane.
took it.
Oh shit!
Either way, it's a great video because
Like
the evolution is like fascinating. Like holy shit.
We got cows and shit, ghosts flying.
You said like a twister. Remember the cow that came by and twisted?
Aaron and Bessie said it's a tornado. I think so too.
Tornado, yeah, I think so. It's probably in Oklahoma or some shit.
To be honest, I say
Come on,
hurricane.
Jose, that's a tornado.
Who knows the story? Nah, hurricane. It's a hospital. If a tornado could rip up a hospital like that, that's a weak ass hospital, or that tornado is crazy. But a hurricane could fuck up just about anything. Hurricanes are no joke, bro. You get the right hurricane.
Nah, I think that one was a ghost.
Fuck out for you though.
Interesting.
That was a ghost.
What's this one, Jose?
Yeah, 4 videos. We saw 4 videos today, right?
Oh, I thought you were booting one up right now.
No, I'm sorry, that was it. I just came with those 4 security cams, and now my shit's bugging out. I just lost my window.
The most realistic one was the one screaming in the hotel. The other ones, they were kind of like lint, you know. Did you ever see the Disney one?
What's that?
Yeah, outside the Disney one.
Turn the pinball machine on. Turn the pinball machine on.
You want to see the Disney one? Hold up, I'll show you the Disney.
No, I didn't see that one. Pull that up.
I just can't play the sound.
Yeah, I never saw that. I never heard it.
Disney's mad greedy.
Yo,
but copyright.
Serious note though, what about the guy's security cam in his garage, man cave? Like, unless he did a hoax, what?
Hang on, let me see this.
Just turn on, and then there was lint too. That's what y'all telling me.
If it wasn't a hoax, then it was.
Sounds like yeah.
Electrical.
Okay. Disney took the video down because they're trying to hide that shit. That's crazy. They took it down. There's a video of a realistic.
Give me verbatim while you pulling out.
Hey, you been to Disney World? You been to the Haunted Mansion? You probably had time. You got kids. I know you took your kid. You know.
Nah, man. I remember. I know what you're talking about.
Shit is mad expensive. It's like over almost $200 just for one ticket to Disney now. So the Haunted Mansion is a video of like a straight up ghost. Like you see his ass walking outside the freaking Disney. Oh shit! I have it. I'm bugging.
Oh, I thought you just seen the ghost.
No. Hang on. I uploaded it in a video. Let me check it out. Let me go to my old thing.
I mean, there's a lot of other cool stuff, but the other stuff I would have showed y'all, honestly, I thought y'all was gonna think it was Photoshop. Those are like, more tangible because there's stuff moving. I got videos like that seem pretty legit that I don't know, supposedly are not Photoshopped, have been ran through whatever evaluation they do.
Sorry for the dead air, guys. I'm just looking for this video.
You know what's crazy? When they find the video, the photos from back in the day that couldn't have been altered.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up. I brought that up in a previous episode.
You ever see the one where they took the picture of the
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
The squad. It was like an army squad, and there was one guy that just died, but he's in the photo still.
Yeah. That's a great one. That's
they famous one. That back in the day, so they were like, "Yeah, this is authentic," but they can't.
There's another cool one of a wedding that creeps me out because if this is a spirit or demon, it looks like a fucking chihuahua. Yo, but there's a wedding photo that everybody in attendance, the preacher, everyone was like, "Nah, nobody held a dog in that manner," but the people were like kissing in the wedding, and you see like this demon dog head, fucking nuts.
You want to see a real ghost video? This shit is legit. The Disney ghost. This is actually one of my old videos. Hang on.
Disney ghost.
No sound. That's outside the Haunted Mansion.
I don't see none yet. Where should I be looking?
It's coming right in the middle.
I see it now. I see something moving.
You see his ass walking? Just chilling? My man, you can see.
I don't see it no more.
Look, it gets close.
Oh, now I see like a little silhouette.
Look at this. Look at this. Look.
That's kind of like the baby cam, though. You didn't believe the baby cam.
Oh, but you can see the head and the.
I thought you could see that on the baby cam. But yeah, you can see the limbs. You can see the silhouette. The shape.
That one was pretty legit, but Disney takes it down a lot. They don't want this up. You see him walking.
It's crazy because it's all across multiple cameras. You can argue that maybe it's not ghosts. Maybe some fucking parallel dimension shit.
Look at that shit. My man strolling. I mean, but when you go in the Haunted Mansion, it feels like there could be a ghost in there, man. I don't know.
Why? Because they call it the Haunted Mansion and you fell for the marketing?
You ever hear about in Disney World, It's a Small World After All? It's a small world after all. Yeah. That like that one of the freaking actors like hung himself in there, one of the workers, and he was hanging from the ceiling.
I didn't know that, but I was thinking of the Wizard of Oz guy that hung himself.
Yeah, similar to that, but this was confirmed.
You know what? Did you pull up? Can you pull this up for me? In the last couple of minutes we got.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen this.
I'm still here.
Apparently, there was a ghost in 3 Men and a Baby, and I haven't seen this shit. Like 20 years old.
You want to get into that?
In years. Yeah, look up Ghosts in 3 Men and a Baby. I really want to see what it looks like. Watch it look so corny right now.
The little girl in 3 Men and a Baby supposedly died, which is really creepy to begin with.
A little girl. It was a boy.
It was like a little boy, a little girl that died in
Yeah,
real
little
life,
boy.
and they say that there's a ghost in the movie that you can see real quick.
See if you go. You
I'm
can
bugged
get
out
that.
by this. I don't want to see this.
I already know the scene. I'll already take you to it. I used to look at it when I was a kid and show it to people.
Damn, bro.
That shit was cool. You caught it on a movie. I used to love that movie too. Generally, I like that movie, 3 Men and a Baby. But there's a scene where the mother, one of the guy's mother, I forgot which guy, but the guy that his real name is like Dan or some shit, not acting name. But they grab the baby from the bed, and she walks over and hands the baby in his hand, and the ghost or whoever it is hiding behind the curtains.
It's false. It's false.
It's false. All right. What was it, like a cutout?
But I'll show you a clip.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like because I've seen it so long ago. I want to see.
I remember that. Okay, so here it goes. People were bugged out by this.
What was it, like someone that was hiding on set or? It's probably something stupid.
You're in the shop, man.
There it goes, right there. So that looks like a boy. Can you zoom that in? I definitely
can't zoom in. I can't zoom in. So they stopped the scene. That was supposed to be there. What it is this thing. It was like a stand in a cardboard cutout or something like that.
Oh yeah,
that got left in the scene.
Damn, I wish you could zoom in. Now I want to zoom in.
Yo, in the bottom right, I think it is.
Yeah.
You can really see it's a cutout, that face.
What about Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, right there.
Someone that hung himself in the background.
It's a cutout of
many years ago too.
Okay.
Holy shit, that's what that was. That cutout that you just
cut out dancing. Good job, Tom.
A little closer. It looks like a whole nother image.
Okay,
and it's so obvious it's Ted dancing. That's what's so funny about it. So all those years, I thought it was a real ghost. Ruined that. That's the second story. Just show ruined.
The older you get, the more and more stuff gets ruined.
Yeah. I found. I was really into this story about these hobbits. Turn out to
be there was the hanging ghost, Wizard of Oz. That's bugged out, bro.
Actually, I don't even know if it's a ghost. I think someone literally killed themselves. It was like a real suicide that they caught by accident, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wicked. Catch that shit by accident. And I think it's an original because in the original, I remember the exact moment the person like.
So they're going down the yellow brick road, and you saw this thing hanging there, and it zooms in, and it was one of the dwarfs that hung himself. He was just sick of the movie shoot.
I don't even remember them hanging. I remember them literally falling and then hanging.
He was
that's what I remember. I don't know. That's what I remember.
That's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my original universe, because I'm in this crappy ass universe with y'all, they got me stuck here, and my shit was better.
And you know what else? All right, let's talk about some crazy movie shit. The Twilight Zone movie, like the original one back in the 60s, one of the actors died, bro. He was doing a scene. He was a famous actor, and he got too close to the helicopter's blade and it chopped his head off, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Real famous actor.
A kid was involved in that too, I think.
Yeah. Took them both out, bro. Right on camera, everything, bro.
What the fuck happened?
Also, The Exorcist, mad people died from that movie. That's a truly a cursed movie, they said.
I'm surprised they even had them so close to the blaze. I thought they don't want to get sued.
It was a mistake. Like the helicopter crashed or something.
Okay, that would make more sense. Yeah. What about Brandon Lee? Brandon Lee, I think he was murdered or something. How the fuck do you put real bullets where the blanks are supposed to go?
How do you use a real gun in a movie?
Yeah, how does somebody make that mistake? He pissed somebody off.
Don't they use real guns? But they just got
Yeah, they use real guns with blanks.
They shouldn't.
Well, nowadays,
now they don't.
Yeah, now they don't even shoot the bullet. They just add special effects. The guy literally just goes.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a point. 80s movies. You know what I'm saying?
80s movies had the crazy
real guns. Yeah.
They had the vests that explode. No 3D.
Yeah.
That shit was
way better. I love that cinematography. When you saw a car accident in the 80s or the car pile up, there was real fucking cars being destroyed. Yeah, that shit was beautiful to me. I love that shit. When Tony Jaa brought that back in Akbak, you know, this was in more modern times, but he brought back the 80 movie style. And there's a famous scene where they run boats through the pier. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about? Yo, they destroy mad boats, bro. This one boat just fucking pierces all these other boats.
Jackie Chan, bro. He brought that shit, you know. He was doing his thing with that.
What about Poltergeist? I got some.
Oh, the little girl died. The little girl died.
I used to love Poltergeist growing up. But wasn't it like a curse? A lot of bad things happened.
Yeah, the little girl. They were twin sisters, and I believe they died.
How? What about the other people? There wasn't more stuff? I thought there was more stuff.
No, I know the Exorcist, the whole cast, like a bunch of the cast in the Exorcist got cursed and died and got sick. So that was really a bugged out film too. Scary, man. Imagine seeing that shit in that time period. You've never seen anything like that. People running out of the theater, horrified, shitting themselves, peeing on themselves.
That's the funny shit about Poltergeist is that's one of my favorite movies growing up.
The old lady.
When I was a kid, I love that movie. When I was growing up, it scared me, right? But when I watched it older, I realized how bad the special effects are.
Yeah.
And it's just funny, after watching modern day movies and you see how incredible all the special effects are, and you go back and you watch these classics, it don't hit the same. You know what I'm saying?
What scared me was Poltergeist when they went in the backyard in the water and the skeletons came up. That scared the shit out of me as a little kid. Indiana Jones when the dude's face melted, that scared the shit out of me as a little kid.
The face melt shit, in your defense, that was a little graphic at the time.
Bro, and when he pulls
the way
the
that
guy's
shit
heart
melted,
out,
it was bad special effects. We laugh at it now, but at that time, you never seen no shit like that. That's what was big about that. Is there was nobody literally ever attempted melting a face in a movie before, and at that time they didn't have CGI, so they literally had like some wax shit. I think it was. I forget. I seen the special features.
They melted a candle and shit on his face.
Speaking of wax, you guys seen House of Wax?
Yeah.
With Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the scene where they're fighting around the bed and the house is on fire? It's a whole house of wax. It's melting.
Yeah.
To do that bed, that was all peanut butter that they was fighting in. All that sludging through it. It was literally like 4 feet thick of peanut butter. They had a.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
To emulate like wax melting.
You remember the comedian Red Fox?
Yeah.
I think he died on set of a film. Not on camera, but he died of a heart attack while filming something.
Wow, a lot of actors died on stage, like theater actors.
That's crazy. My sensei, I wasn't there that day. It was the day I missed, but my sensei had a heart attack in front of everybody. He survived it, thankfully. Excuse me.
Yeah, one of mine.
But imagine that, you're about to start class and somebody you really love and respect just fucking starts having a heart attack in front of you. Panic. You feel vulnerable. You don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
I seen people fake heart attacks and stuff.
What do you mean by fake heart
my old sensei's instructors fake the heart attack.
Oh, you got to tell me more.
He was about to get fired by our man Cope and Smash, and he faked the heart attack.
Oh, okay.
He was like, "Oh,
we wanted to see what you guys would do." Who's gonna help him here?
Chop my elbow on his ass.
I wonder if he looked up how do you fake that in practice, or if he just was like, "Yo, I think I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it right."
He just collapsed. It was a good performance, bro.
You ever had a fake sick to get out of work?
Yeah.
That's the best. I can probably do it right now. Like, oh shit! Man.
You know when you fake the sick to get out of work?
What?
That little kid feeling when you were in school and you used to fake like a belly ache or something like that. You still get that same feeling.
My mama's watching, so all the times I was sick, I really was sick, mama.
So what else you got, Jose? Come on, nothing else crazy.
That was it. No, I got ancient relics, but that's too detailed. We gotta save that for next week. You know what I'm saying?
What hard shit? Before we was talking about maybe that was off the camera, but talking about fears. Yo, heart shit, man, that shit scares the hell out of me.
Oh, heart shit?
Heart attack? Yeah, anything like you said with the sensei who really had the heart attack, and then the guy. But like, man, yeah, I'm just like, man, that's skis me out, bro. I don't know. Something about heart
keeps your body alive in the brain.
Yeah, how many times it beats. It's amazing, but it's scary at the same time. Like millions of times this thing beats and just keeps us kicking. And just an electric pulse. Like it's crazy when you really think about it. Like all the things you've been through, all the times you're running, you know what I mean? You go to sleep, you wake up, it's still beating for you.
I remember when I first got my bulletproof vest, they're like, yeah, and put this in the middle. It's a little extra protection for your heart. And I'm like, yo, damn, somebody's gonna shoot me in the heart, bro. Stab me in the heart. I was like, yo, chill, man.
What do you mean extra protection? Like another extra padding you put on the or something?
No, I don't want to give away the secrets of.
No, yeah, that's true. Good point.
It's like another plate of metal
layer.
That you slip in there.
I hear it hurts. I hear it hurts regardless. You know, like if you was to take a shot in the vest.
Oh God, I hope not. Never.
You know, it's crazy too with the movie shit. You know what movie? Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
No, I'm not far from there right now. I'm not far.
Yeah, I took a trip down there when I was younger with my uncle.
What, to the actual house?
Oh, Jose lives right down there. Jose lives right next to it. Shit.
Where my whereabouts?
Oh yeah. Yeah, right next to it. He's in it. No,
I live in there. I live in the basement. I'm a tenant.
What was his name? DeFeo or whatever?
The demons are my landlord.
Oh
When-
my god, bro, I can't
when you
remember.
when you watch the movies, you're like, damn, and you get lost in this world, like, damn, that's crazy, da da da. But yo, my uncle killed it for me, man. It was like, yo, this guy was on so much drugs, talking to dogs, talking to phantoms in the room, saying like, kill your family, kill your family.
Damn.
The LSD, heroin, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy what drugs can do to you. I was more amazed by that. Like once I got over like, oh, the house ain't haunted type of thing, I just was like blown away about how these drugs can just take over your mind.
So he went out. It was the brother. He was like a hermit, like a weirdo, and he went out to a bar and came back and took the shotgun and killed the family, bro.
Yeah.
What is the name of it? I can't remember their name, bro.
Just
Shit.
saying.
There was only the
There was? Okay.
first, because I was under the impression there was 2 sets of murders. So there was only one set.
Yeah,
of
one.
murders.
Those are just the movies. All the ghosts in the movies. They
Yeah,
just
everyone, everything. You guys
capitalized on that.
ruined that whole shit. Party
But-
poopers.
They did a special. And the detective talked about it, about the investigation. They showed pictures. Man, shit was horrible, man.
There's a house. I gotta get the exact name. I got some for you guys in the future. It's supposed to be like one of the most credible hauntings in America. I forgot what I think it's called American Haunting. I'm looking into that. I'll come back. But they have stories where all the members of the family had different experiences. They brought in different I guess ghost adventurers. None of them can handle it. They were so scared. So that caught the attention of the media. They were like, yo, if those guys are scared, we want to know what's going on. The media went there and the media caught evidence of being attacked by ghosts. So it's one of the most fascinating stories.
I saw that where he has
Yeah, when
scratches.
they go in the attic.
Yo, bro, pulled him by the neck
He
of the
was
attic.
hanging, yeah. He literally was hanging. Like if it was a hoax, it was one of the greatest hoax known to man.
It is.
How they pulled it off, I don't know. This was decades before Photoshop. So the images, picture this, Tom. They're like, yo, we hear stuff. So there was a lot of different instances. I'm not even gonna get into the different instances, but the one in mind that we're talking about. So they say, yo, there's something going on in the attic. Let's check the attic. So they open the attic, and one of them begins going up the stairs. All of a sudden, he disappears, like he got pulled up. So the other guy, because it's a pitch black attic, his instinct was to just firing off his camera so he could use the flash to see shit. And when he did that, he noticed this man was hanging in the fucking ceiling by a noose. So they run in and they hold him up and they cut him down.
His neck or something.
Some electrical cord became a noose and pulled him up. I think what was the dimensions?
Oh, he was hanging by his feet.
12 or 16 feet in the air. Some shit.
Oh, he was a big guy, like 240
Marks
pounds.
on his neck and everything. When he came down, they took the shit off his neck. It was ripped into his neck. He had the literal bruising.
Damn.
So if this is a hoax, my man really like put in work. You know what I mean?
You see his feet hanging. That the ghost.
Yeah, his face.
Bro, he had mass scratches.
Yeah, I didn't see. Look at his face. His shit was so tight he couldn't breathe. It was crazy. It was crazy. That shit's scary. I think they left after that.
Shit, I wouldn't.
That was a scary house, American Haunting. I read that fucking book. Yo, tell me why I took that book out of the school library, and I read it when I shouldn't have. Probably like 12 years old. I didn't sleep
like supernatural, bro. You tied to it. You attracted to it.
Yeah.
So Tom, as a you're one of us now. You were like a viewer listener. Now you're officially part of the Far Down the Rabbit Hole family.
Yeah.
So what's your whole view on, like these things, conspiracies, supernatural, ghosts? What interests you more? Conspiracies or ghosts, the supernatural, the paranormal?
I have my, I dabble in every single one of them at some point. You know what I mean? But if I had to say, I don't know, man. Like conspiracies, some of them are real. So
All right. So before we get out of here, give us a good one. Let's get into it. We got some fun.
And before after that, there's one thing I want to say because John Lamian, Tom. So you could cross check this with John Lamian. But I just realized I had a haunting experience with one of my closest training partners that Tom knows really well. So maybe that'll spur Tom's interest. But finish what you were saying. I'll tell that shit after.
Well, he knocked you out, but it wasn't him, right?
Nah, Tom's too little, man. I'm like not Tom. I'm sorry. You too, though. You like 2 weight classes down, bro. I spar with you all the time. I love you, buddy. You are one of the hardest hitters at your weight class. I cannot deny that, though. But, I'm a big fucking guy. I weigh 200-some pounds. Tom, he fights at 135, 145. My buddy John.
The thing is,
John,
when I knew Tom, he was big. Tom, you were like 200 when I knew you, right?
Yeah, man.
You were brolic,
he's pretty thick. He's pretty thick. I like him fighting at 135 because he's on the thick end. 145 he fits into.
The only bad thing about that,
little on the short end. No disrespect.
Find a lot of smaller guys. You
know? Those fuckers are big. I'm not even a true heavyweight, so I gotta fight big fuckers that are always taller than me. I'm like 5'10".
Too, bro. I was 5'8" fighting a heavyweight. Jesus Christ,
so I know how it feels, Tom, because all the guys I fight are way bigger than me. You know what I mean? It's fucking annoying.
I mean, even at 135, I was fighting. I never fought anybody smaller than me.
Yeah.
So
MMA is different because they weight cut and they're huge. They're gigantic at 145. That's how they beat the system.
I can't do that, man. That was a brutal cut.
Yeah.
You did 135 a few times. I don't even remember because
I've been under 135, like 134. I came in like twice.
I cornered you for what, 4 fights?
3.
Which ones were I thought it was 4 because I thought you had 5 total. 1 I didn't do, and I thought I did 4 with you. I mean, I could be wrong. You sure? I thought you had 5 fights.
I had.
Well, it don't matter. So
I had 5, but only 3 of them that you was at. You would have cornered.
Oh, so you snuck one without me? You fuck! I thought I was there before.
But then I think
it's 4 because I thought I remember doing 3, and then you took 1 off, and then it came back. But anyway, long story short, I completely forgot what was the fucking point of all that. What were we talking about?
Yeah, he's a little dude, but he hits hard like Manny Pacquiao.
No, that was another reason why I even brought up the corner. What were we talking about exactly? Oh, I was gonna ask you, those fights were those all 135 fights? Oh, I think I did 145 with you, right?
Nah, the only time I fought anything over that was doing Sonda.
Oh, that's where you was 145. That's where you did 145 at, right?
Yeah. Because I was just sick of it.
Yo, because at 145, he's great. He could do 145 easily.
Oh, we got
but at 135, I felt like he could fuck that whole division up. I was like, bro, go to 135.
Tom, they wanna hear your conspiracy.
Get it in, bro.
What's up, Kimberly? That's my homegirl.
Tom is a skeptic.
We gotta save this for the MMA match. They want
to hear your conspiracy. You know,
we gotta save that for MMA. We talking some.
Tom don't know conspiracies. You know, he don't believe in them. But Tom, so with John Lamia, right? Me and John were training one day. So we're doing judo. And nobody, we're training. So we're not thinking about ghosts. We're not training stories. And I never sat down with John and talked anything creepy. It was always like fighting. So I had to throw that out there because nobody's on that track. I don't even know if he believes in spirits or not. To this day, I don't know what the fuck. But I think that day made him believe it. So whatever, we're doing judo. We grip fighting at the time. So this was one of the spots that we rented a little section of it. And so what I'm telling you guys is, we were in the back area, and the only way into this room was through us. We went in a room prior to training. I forgot why. Came out, it's just me and him. We was on some like regular shit. Or there was other people there, but they didn't come through. So anyway, we grip fighting, and we both see it at the same time. The fucking doorknob jiggles, clicks like 3 times, and then turns like open.
Right.
And immediately I'm like, yo, you fucking saw that? And John's like just speechless. He's like, yeah, bro, what do we do? That's literally said, what do we do? Why you gotta look for me for the answers? So my curiosity got the best of me, and I was just like, I gotta see if somebody's in there. I thought it was empty, but I gotta see. And I went in there, nobody was fucking in there, bro. There was only one way in that room, and it was through us. And something opened that door, moved that door, you know what I mean? And then John was telling me afterwards that he had heard other people say the place was haunted. No one ever told me.
That was in Patchogue, correct? Or no?
Nah, this was in Shirley. I could tell you the exact fucking place. There's a school. It's a karate school. We rented out mats while we were in transition, moving schools.
Yeah.
The business is rough. My first sensei, we literally were at like 5 schools. So it's I know
Survey Circle.
No, not that place. That was one of my first places. I'll tell you the exact spot. So in Shirley where there's either Greek Bites or Mediterranean Kitchen.
Yeah.
And there's a karate school right next to it. I think it's called Northeast.
Oh,
they're probably going to decide me because they're going to be like, bro, you told everyone it's haunted. They're going to cancel their memberships. But that fucking place is haunted, apparently. Karate guy, the guy, the owner's John Dalvecchio. Tom, you know of him, right?
I heard of the name.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, bro, his place is haunted. We were there for a little while. We rented their mats. They were nice enough to let us get like a little back room. And, we trained there for a little while till we got back to our own school.
So that was before the or after the concussion part.
Heavy
there was
D.
no concussions during training. Thankfully, knock on wood, I've never received a concussion in training. I think I received 2 on the street though.
Heavy
And it
D
wasn't a
said
fight,
that
though. It was a
he
freak
said that
accident.
people see Owen Hart's spirit where he died in the arena. He fell from the ceiling, a wrestler. Yeah, I heard that story too, where people still see
I
him up
watched
there.
that. I was watching that shit live when it happened. You
Stop
know, they
lying.
wouldn't show it to you. No, yeah, it happened on a pay-per-view. I was watching that shit with my parents. And my mother said
Damn.
too. The camera didn't really get you to see it though.
That shit was like the saddest
camera was
day.
like Owens coming out on a zip line or some shit. So we all got ready to see it, and then all of a sudden the camera pulls away and you just hear the crowd reacting to something tragic. And says, oh my God, he just died. So I didn't get to see him physically fall because they pulled the camera away for the people watching.
That shit was heartbreaking, man.
Yeah, I was a child, bro. I was a little kid at the time. I don't know, maybe 8. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
There's
But you know,
Jerry, the Montreal Screwjob.
The Montreal what?
Montreal Screwjob. Yeah.
I never heard of that. What is that?
Bro, I'm a big wrestling fan. I could talk wrestling all day, bro.
Yeah,
I never wrestling like that.
Cool. I can talk about it. Oh, you know, you asked me before, what's a good conspiracy? It's not really a conspiracy, but one of my favorites is the MK Ultra project.
What is that? Jose was talking
That's
about
not a
it too.
conspiracy at
Just touch
all.
on it. Just touch on it real quick before we get out of here. We got 10 minutes.
Well,
we got 10 minutes.
You want to do it? You do it, Tom. And if you leave something out, I'll add to it.
Well, it's like, you know, it has a lot to do with like mind control and experiments on people for like procedures on like drugs. I guess you could say like it's intended to you worded better than me. You better with words.
All right, so I know what version Tom got. Tom got the mainstream version, right? So what I mean by that is they associated with mind control and drug usage. But the reality of it is all these departments were separate departments. They took our tax dollars and they split it into different categories. So for at least 50 decades, I apologize. 5 decades, 50 years.
God damn.
I've been drinking. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to hold the drunkenness and look less drunk. But I'm a little tipsy. So long story short, because we're trying to sign off, I apologize. So these are some of the things off the head that they literally took our tax dollars on, and you can verify this. This is declassified information in the Freedom of Information Act. They were trying to reanimate dead bodies. They were trying to control people's minds. They were trying to create sleeper cell agents where a word could trigger you to do what they want. They were trying to create viruses that can target people by their actual genetics and race. They were creating they were trying to do time travel. They were trying to look into
it sounds like the Nazis. It sounds like the shit Hitler
They
used
worked
to do.
with the Nazis as well. A lot of people don't know our whole entire.
What year was this?
The MK Ultra, as far as I remember, I think it ran from at least the 30s or 40s and up. It got discovered.
Nazi
what
time,
year.
bro.
I think in the 70s.
I believe it was the 70s. They first got discovered, and then the government, because this is actually a documentary. I think it's called Cocaine Cowboys. But you know what's funny is how they found out about MK Ultra. They found out about MK Ultra because they found out the military and the government was smuggling heroin and cocaine into America. And they actually went to Rick Ross and taught Rick Ross how to create crack cocaine.
Not Rick Ross, the rapper, the drug dealer.
Rick Ross, the drug dealer. Rick Ross does a famous interview from jail. Rick Ross thought he was working for the mafia, but in fact, he was working for CIA agents. They came into his room and they said, listen, you take this cocaine substance and I'm going to teach you how to make crack. Cocaine was too expensive for the hood. Cocaine was used by
so Rick Ross made crack? He's the one who invented crack?
Rick Ross is known as the inventor of crack. But he admits that he didn't learn it himself. He didn't you don't accidentally learn to make crack. There's a big process behind it. Men came to him and he thought he was working for the mafia. He dead ass. They came and they disguised himself as the mafia. And Rick Ross even says that he didn't know he thought he was working for the mafia even after he went to jail. And when the trial came out in America, that's when he realized it was the CIA. They came in and they said, listen, we want to systematically destroy everything. We want to destroy the hood. And we brought cocaine into America. But what happened was the hood didn't use cocaine. It was the rich people. It was the doctors. It was the lawyers. It was the scientists. It was the air pilots. So then they said, all right, we're going to make a cheaper drug. So if you do it this way, you could sell it for cheaper. He started selling crack. And then that's how the whole crack epidemic occurred. But with that said,
wow, hold up. This MK Ultra is also known as the CIA mind control program. Damn. And there's documents
that they associated with, but they did tons of things, is what I'm telling you.
No, but there's documents. You see this? Holy shit.
Yeah, because it's declassified. They admitted it. There was a trial with 2,000 people in attendance. They had apparently, right? Like in the mafia, they got guys that got to get rid of the burner, right? Got to get rid of the dirty gun. In the CIA and dark levels of the government, there's guys that got to get rid of documents. They got to shred that shit. The guys that were supposed to shred it didn't shred it. They kept it. They kept it for years and years and years. If you look at the court date, they got so many boxes of files brought in, it takes up a couple walls up against the wall, as much as you can see.
Bro.
So what they discovered was America was bringing in drugs. America themselves bringing drugs to our country. For many, many reasons. They were trying to fund a war in in Nicaragua. They were trying to fund a war in Nicaragua. I forgot why exactly. So they said, listen, we want to sell you guns, but y'all don't got money. So we're going to help you get your drugs in there. We take a cut from that, and you're going to use the drug money to buy our guns. So then while that happened, that's how they discovered MK Ultra.
Bro, they had
things in MK Ultra.
They did the test on Canadian people. I was just reading it. Canadians are so nice. How are you going to do that? And they had detention camps. That's crazy. We got to get into that. That's the next podcast.
You know, America admitted to lacing medication given to France and I believe Africa with AIDS. America has admitted to giving foreign food aid to Mexico and Africa that had spermicidal corn in it.
What?
I once did a research paper in college. It was on George W. Bush. George W. Bush signed an executive order which allowed 1 in every 16 vaccines to be laced with a sterilizing agent. And they took it to court and they deemed it not against the Constitution as long as George W. Bush did it randomly. So 1 in every 16 vaccines, unless they changed it, is laced, you know what I'm saying, with a sterilizing agent.
Jose, you're scaring people in the
further depopulation. And people can really want. They can make fun of me, say Tin Hat, where, but if you know shit about economics, then you know depopulation is a real government concern.
Yo, Will,
what's up?
You know what else they did too in that experiment? They would, without your consent, they'll give you LSD.
Yes,
I've heard of that. Yeah,
what about that? They used to go to food courts and lace the food with LSD.
Yeah, they would do that.
No one knew who was on it.
They were trying to see what could get you to bring out your deepest confessions and try to wipe your memory clean.
So it was like a lie detector thing.
So they could put you out and do whatever their bidding is. So, like, what's the movie with Denzel Washington is based loosely on this?
I don't know. But what they used to do was there was many different people who were trying to figure out mind control. So everyone had different theories.
Well, also for the military, for warfare, they could use it.
What it was is that some of the people trying to discover mind control felt that LSD could be used in it. So they were experimenting. They would go to food courts and see what happened. They would literally lace food at a buffet and just see what happened. So yeah, I was just gonna bring up the Tuskegee experiment.
Manchurian Candidate.
Oh yeah, Manchurian Candidate. I remember that movie.
That's an awesome movie, bro. That actor is so good. The dude who played the dude.
Later, Heavy D. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's tons of shit. The MK Ultra, I told you, is so big and vast, and it's so hard to find the good shit because
we got to get into this.
Over time, they suppress information. Lots of shit I used to be able to get a hold of, I can't. So I need time. I need time on that.
Tom, you gotta come back. We gotta go.
No, not Tom. I'm sorry. I need time. But Tom could be on. I need time.
How you gonna do Tom like that?
Do research. I didn't want to just come half-ass because MK Ultra is real. It's not a conspiracy.
Yeah, keep on that.
Yeah, and it's hard to find some information.
What a show, man! This show was all over the place.
No, they used to kidnap people. They even kidnapped people. And this is what happened. When MK Ultra came out, government said, oh, shit, y'all right. That was fucked up. We sorry. And they claimed they closed it down, but we all know they probably didn't. And then Obama, in I believe 2007, reopened the MK Ultra. And it's been open ever since. It's still open during the Trump administration.
We probably all part of this shit. You see the world right now?
They probably sent you guys after me.
My man, things are not like it seems, man. There's a lot of shit going on, man, and shit is wacky right now. Shit is wacky right now.
Sound crazy, but the truth is, most things aren't what they seem. That's the best thing I can tell you. That's how I end it.
That's a different show.
That's the MMA show, Kim.
Yeah.
We got to bring Tom on as a guest on MMA Smash to break down some fights with us too.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yo, man, that was it, man. We had a crazy show. We were all over the place. What are your final thoughts, Tom? What's your final thoughts of being on the rabbit hole, man? You have fun with us, man.
I don't think we scared Tom. This wasn't fun.
He didn't get scared. He didn't get scared.
He's so skeptic. We got to bring him on some scary. You know what we need to do? We need to make Tom play the Ouija board all by himself, and we just watch and see
in
what
the dark,
happens.
and we'll watch from one of those cams.
'Cause I don't got the balls to do it. Yeah.
And the lint will come after him. What about you, Jose? Final thoughts on the show?
Oh, none. Just be open-minded. In this show, I hope we don't get judged. Sometimes I get self-conscious, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had a blast. Yo, Tom was great. Jessica was funny, man. We had some fun. We went to some dark places tonight, but dark in a different way. Dark in a different way, but it was a blast, guys. Yo, anything else, guys, before we get out?
No, thanks for having me.
That's a wrap, guys.
I didn't
That's
even talk over you, Tom. Tom said something.
Go ahead, Tom. Sorry, Tom, I didn't catch it.
I thought I seen something.
Don't lie. Don't try
Stop
to give
playing.
us something good. He's doing that for me because I'm begging right now. I'm desperate. He knows I'm desperate.
Tom ain't scared. Dig this. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kim Burley for joining us, and thank you for all the comments.
Kim.
We really appreciate it. We didn't get to all the comments. We apologize, man. I'm sorry, guys. It was just so much going on, so we missed a lot of comments tonight.
We'll make up for it next week.
Please come back next week. Don't do us dirty. Guys, check us out on Apple Podcasts. That's where we get our most viewers. Please leave a nice review for us and a comment. That means everything to us. That's a wrap, guys. We'll see you next week. We went down the rabbit hole and we came back, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Later, fellas. Thank you, Tom.